one screen in it today, so this will be interesting.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Wife's still working, so she's using the big screen or the
mm,
computer screen. All right, so I'm ready to go.
Go for it. We're live. We are on the internet.
whoa.
Perfect. So last session where we ended off, the party came together. You guys felt the death of a Jedi on the moon while you guys were kind of all arriving at different periods of times. You all came to investigate the death and found that it was Gil's former ally, Kato Botch, a Jedi who had trained under Master Lorian. Once you guys found the body, you kind of did a little bit of searching as well as a little bit of RP as you guys met each other. And in the room, you found a couple of different things. One of the things being that little message that Cato left behind, letting you know that there was a relic that you needed to find that was essential to the fate of the galaxy. Afterwards, you also found a little transponder too that was transmitting your location and kind of the images for anybody that entered the room. As you guys left and kind of proceeded on your way after kind of turning the room over for any hints and clues, you came across Easton Kodo. You guys beat him pretty bad. He tried to run, but you were able to cut off his escape pretty easily. And then through a little bit of coercion and a good cop, bad cop between with Ping playing the good cop and the rest of you guys playing bad cop, you were able to get some information out of him, as well as kind of a connection to the big boss of the station, uh, Boss Koso the Hut, who may be able to give you more information on the exchange. So I think where we wound up to after the kind of events in the RP channel is you guys let Easton go, and then you were going to go to the Cantina to kind of have a pint and figure out where your next step is. Perfect. And you guys, you make it to the Wasted Weequay Cantina. You see, it's a pretty kind of rowdy spot. You see a lot of different people kind of drinking. You see, you can smell some spice in the air. You all know that in the Smuggler's Run, especially Skip One on the Smuggler's Run, there's really no rules outside of what Boss Koso decides. So usually there's illegal substances, a healthy black market. There's really pretty much anything you could do here you want as long as you have the credits to buy it or the blaster to back you up, and as long as you don't really piss off the huts too much. Uh, so you guys see kind of this scene. You do see a kind of little serving droid standing behind the bar counter too, in case you want to grab a drink.
Naruo, I know you're, it seems that you know these parts decently well. Is there a house drink, a house special in these parts?
Would I know that?
You would. So one of the things you guys have noticed in your time on Skip One
Wacky
is that there's a
replay.
ton of like green sludge like everywhere. Neuro, you would know during your time there that you can't really get rid of the sludge. Last time they tried to, they caused an explosion, so everybody puts up with it. So one of the bartenders, in kind of mocking the situation, made the drink called the Sludge Hammer, which is a
Nice.
mixture of different alcohols with a real green tint to it.
There is preferably I don't have it. Spinach.
What's that?
Um, sorry.
We broke up at that last bit. Yep.
Sorry. There is. It's called the slime sludge
Sludge Hammer, yeah.
sludge hammer.
Sludge.
What did you call me?
It's called the sludge hammer, but
Oh, the drink.
yeah. I don't prefer it just because it's a bit hard going down.
Well, you know what they say when on Skip One. Ren,
They say that?
We'll lean over the bar and flag down one of the servants, bartenders, and I'll try one of these, say a sledgehammer for the hammerhead.
You see the serving droid come up, kind of scuttle towards you. That'll be 5 credits. And you see it back away and just start mixing a crazy concoction with numerous liquors. And at the end, you get this kind of deep green drink with a little bit of steam coming off of it.
I had a drink back in
Oh.
college called the Green Beaver, which sounds exactly like what I'm about to receive. Just a mixture of everything.
It may get you drunk. It may turn you into a teenage mutant ninja turtle. I
There
don't
you
know.
go. I'll look around to everyone else. Ping, Gil. I know Noruo. You said no. Ren. Anybody else?
I mean, I mean, if I'm here, I might as well.
Uh, I'll just take a Java juice.
One blue milk, please.
So the droid looks confused at the blue milk as he's pouring the Jawa juice. He's, uh, hmm, I, apologies. We don't have blue milk on its own. I could probably add some tequila to it if you want, but uh, we usually just have kind of powdered milk that we pour into our milk drinks in case that will work for you.
Ooh, they got malts.
I'll take that. That sounds good, I think.
The droid looks still a little shaken, but goes back and pours you some of the powdered milk and mixes it up with some water and comes back to you. It gives you kind of an off tint blue tinge as the droid passes it towards you.
Space Ovaltine.
Yes, good consistency.
So I've
How
got
many credits will that be, fine sir?
yeah.
The droid, look, this is off menu. We'll say 3 credits and it'll be fair.
He tosses him the 3 credits and starts going his powdered smoke.
So I've got Noruo's sludge, and I'll get the Jawa juice for Ren as well on my tab.
Perfect. So the droid will go. That'll be 13 credits altogether.
All right, I will hand that over.
Perfect. So you guys grab your drinks. As you all are sitting down, you do get a little ping on your comms. Not, or okay, with ping, I can't use ping, so you get a little message on your comms. You see it is from Easton Kodo, the smuggler that you guys beat up a little bit earlier that day. Which is it says give a little voice message. Thanks again for saving my life. I owe you one. And kind of acknowledgement of that debt. I know you guys needed to talk to Koso. I kind of gave him a heads up. You may want to speak with him. He's located in the lower sections, kind of in the hut quarters. But if you need to meet with him or find information out about this rock, he's usually the best spot to go to. Just say Easton sent you and he'll hook you up.
All right, I guess we know where we're going.
I try to avoid the huts whenever I can, but I figured this would be inevitable.
Is this a two-way message?
It was just kind of a recorded message,
Okay.
but you can try to dial him up if you like.
Yeah, I guess my only thing I would just ask him that I just say, there's just not going to be any funny business walking into this. Does any of us know of this Koso?
So, Nero, you may have the best chance with how long you've been on the station. Everybody can give me a lore roll. Nero, give me one with advantage.
Woot.
Here I go rolling again.
Hey,
All right. So Ren, you actually most likely, I will say Ren and Gil are familiar with the hut. So you guys know the Smuggler's Moon is controlled, or Smuggler's Run is controlled by the huts. The biggest player on this station is Boss Koso, and I'm gonna butcher this name. Uh, Koso Fathra, I believe it is. So he's the kind of the big hut boss on the station. He runs it for the Kathraja Kajik, which is basically the hut family that runs the station. You know that all the Hut families have a stake on it, but he's been kind of the one that's keeping everything in line, and these are pretty much the boss you really don't want to cross on this moon.
Hmm. All right, cool. I'll share that with everyone else.
Hey.
Hey, good
Oh,
evening, guys.
Hey, we got a little ping on the wrist
Hey.
pad.
you spoke him into existence, Tegan.
Pretty
There
much.
you go.
Your
That's a
DM powers
Uh,
know no end.
Yeah, you missed it because they got a message and I said they got a ping on their comm links, but I can't realize I can't use ping with your name. But you
Oh,
haven't
nice.
missed much. They arrived at the cantina. We're getting some
we're just
drinks as they
ordering
figure out their
drinks.
next
Yeah.
steps.
You want
Okay, perfect.
a sledgehammer ping?
Yeah, but actually, I'm gonna just lurk for probably about 10 minutes as I'm eating dinner, and I'll just kind of listen and kind of mute myself, and I'll jump in when I'm finished here. But
Sounds
Cool.
good.
this way, I can kind of know what's going on.
Perfect. Alright, so yeah, Nora. So Nora, you actually didn't have Nora. You'd kind of know a little bit about the hut, but not really too much about who he's connected with and what's going on there. But pretty much, you've just kind of steered clear of the huts during your time there.
Makes sense.
Oh, and then Ul, did you said you wanted to contact Easton?
Um, only if really, I guess it was. Sorry, I missed. Oh, there he is. He joined, so now I gotta fix because everyone's faces are messed up. Um, just only like I said, I only if he was, I just want to see if there was, we're gonna walk into anything, but if Noruo or anybody or Ren has some good info, then that would just help and that would take care of it. So yeah, so based on what they know, if we think that Koso's not a hut, right?
He's Koso
It
is a hut.
is a hut. Okay,
So
so yeah, so I mean, it sounds like we need to go talk to them, but yeah, I'm just kind of just being cautious
definitely,
about it.
yeah. So if you guys, if you ring Easton up, you'll see it's kind of the Holo pops up. He still looks pretty battered and bruised from when last time you all saw him. And he goes, I thought I gave you guys some info. How can I help you? What do y'all need?
This was Eason, you said?
Easton, yeah.
Yeah, I just say we just want to make sure that your referral here is on the up and up, and we're not going to be, walking into another ambush similar to that we did with you.
Hey, I played that card once. It didn't go well for me. I'm not gonna ambush you with these huts. Koso's a pretty straight shooter, for at least as straight a shooter for a hut as he can be. He's not gonna ambush you. May even find some work for you too outside of your exchange business. I owed you one for sparing me back there, so I wanted to pay that debt. This is my way to do so.
Sounds good. I can live with that. Anything in particular that Koso, any specific business that they find themselves in?
Koso does a bit of everything. Anything that runs through this rock runs through him, which is why you may have a bit of an ally with him versus the exchange. They haven't been paying their taxes. They're not supposed to even be on this rock. But nothing really, if there's really anything he won't touch. Koso deals in arms, spice, foodstuffs, pretty much anything he can make a profit off of, or at least get some tax out of.
Sounds good.
So he said cuts the cobs. After that, so you guys continue your drink. You do see kind of numerous people kind of stationed around the cantina as you guys are sipping your concoctions. You see as you look around a couple Jawas clustered in the corner. A little surprised to see them this far from Tatooine. You do see a couple mercs kind of look like they're just hanging out. Pretty well armed, but looks like they're just having a drink. Look like they're not really paying too much attention to anybody but the drinks in front of them, as well as numerous other bar patrons just kind of enjoying their time at the facility.
I envision that an Ithorian kind of rotates the glass from either side of his head to drink in either mouth. on each side. I'm not sure how that would work. So that's what Ool's doing.
I never actually thought about it, but yeah, that's probably what they
They
would
have
do.
like
Something
they
like
have like
that, yeah.
12 mouths, right?
Yeah, just the two on the side. Yeah.
That's crazy. I've been needing to ask. Most of y'all are relatively new to this area. What brings you here?
A now dead family member.
Are you referring to Koto,
Yes, I
the
am.
Jedi?
Yes.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it sucks. But how about you?
I'm just trying to lay low and stay out of things for the moment. I don't want to get involved in galactic events any more than I have to.
That's understandable. Have you been having a good day though? Heard you got some good salvage.
I got some of this. Yeah, I got some of the salvage. And, I got attacked by some mercenaries. So, but I'm
Yeah, I saw
alive,
that.
so it's on the up and up, I guess.
Ah, good to hear. Good to hear.
How's your powdered milk, Gil?
Chalky. But overall, not the worst I've had.
That's good.
Better than green milk.
I
Not heard
kind of
of green
raise my
milk.
green sludge and give it a swirl, and I've had better, I've had worse. So, Ren and myself, kind of an odd pair, if you will. Um, I don't need to tell her entire story, but once the Revenkists kind of went a different way, just didn't really seem to align with that direction, and um, you know, butted heads a bit, and kind of found ourselves on the outs. So I would say just trying to figure out, find our purpose or whatnot. Find some work. Figure out what we're supposed to do here, in the grand scheme of things. I guess it's pretty tough
We're just
to change that on a whim.
looking for what's next.
Yeah, I can get that. Drifting from place to place.
I share your I share your the word literally popped out of my mouth. Um,
Sentiment.
Sentiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I share your sentiment with the Revocist. The They took things too far, and I went off to defend the Republic, not what happened at Malachor. I didn't sign up for that.
I don't think anyone did. I don't think anyone signed up for what was going to happen at Malachor.
During all this conversation, kind of mentioning some of that stuff about the Revenkists and their direction, Ool will kind of not make eye contact and kind of stare off and look like there's some thoughts in the back of his head a little bit.
Speak your mind, Athorian. We're having some drinks, talking. Come on.
Another time, perhaps. Plenty to think about these days, however.
How
Alright,
true.
alright. I'll respect it. That form you're using, reverse grip Makazashi with a hint of Surisu. Quite excellent. Quite excellent.
Thank you very much.
I like how you talk about it like it's a beverage, like reverse grip Makashi with a dash of Surisu.
The droid comes over again. He's like, "I'm sorry, sir. We do not have that on the menu."
We don't have Risu on the menu. Sorry.
Perfect. So yeah, you guys you enjoy your drinks and kind of getting to know the party a little bit more. You see, looks like people are kind of filtering in and out of the cantina. You see a lot of a little bit more of a military presence, not military, a little more of an armed presence, I'll say. Move in. You could see a little symbol emblazoned on their their armor as well. For those, and if you want to kind of understand what that symbol is, you can give me a lore check as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it. Hey,
Oof.
Uh,
Hey, I know a thing this time.
so that's a red and narrow. You guys would both be familiar with this. So this is the symbol of Koso's Kajik. So these are kind of looks like these are some of his own troops kind of getting in for a drink after a day's work.
You have
oh,
a description of what it looks like?
Definitely. So you see, this looks like kind of a little gaudy symbol. It looks like a golden hut. So kind of a big
Nice.
old hut emblazoned on there with tacky looking gold. With
Give you two
as
guesses who they're
bright
with.
obnoxious as it could be. Right?
wow. That is quite a sight.
Indeed.
Well, I don't know.
If they're at the bar, I recommend we get a move on. And they may or may not cause up trouble if they get a bit too intoxicated.
Oh gosh, you wouldn't want to run into any of that with all of them.
That's a good point.
Especially since they work directly for the hut.
Would it be best for us to head directly to um, the hut? Names escape me.
To Koso?
Yeah, Takoso. Takoso.
What does it look like this group is doing here? I mean, what's kind of their? Are they just here for drinks themselves, or do they look like they're looking for somebody?
So they look like a pretty rowdy group. Mixture of some of them went right to the bar. Some of them kind of hassling some of the patrons a little bit. Looks like since Koso runs the place, his goons got to have the pick of the litter. So you see the bartender serves one of the drinks. He just snatches it, doesn't throw any credits down. You do see this like they're kind of bugging a couple of the other patrons. It even looks like they're one of the members is going and picking on the Jawas a little bit. Just looking like trying to get him to pay tribute.
That's so
See,
mean.
I see nothing wrong with that. That was better coming.
Uh, yeah, I kind of turn to Naru and yeah, and just kind of acknowledge your thought. Say, well, looking at this group, they're not. I don't think they're gonna escort us. Along. So yeah, it might be best if we just find our own way.
Sounds fair.
Mhm.
Along the way, could we actually? I know that Ping also did, but would we be along the way be able to cash in the? I think it was 186 credits worth of scrap. Would we be able to cash that in along the way, or would we need to, or would that be like out of the way?
Oh no, you guys, you know, a local scrapper, just kind of a little Jawa that you've worked with before that would be able to cash that in for you along the way.
All right, all right, all right. Cool. I'm gonna turn my scrap cash.
All right, so you see the kind of little old Jawa kind of puttering around. He takes a look over what you got. He's got a little translator, so you see him kind of barking into it, making kind of the little Jawas and Utini sounds. And then all of a sudden, the droid translator comes up and speaks and says, "For this scrap, I could give you 180 credits. Is that acceptable?"
It sounds fair to me.
Perfect. He cashes you out and gives you the credits and says, "Good work, Naru. We always need more scrap. Keep the scrap alive. If you find droid parts, we're looking more for droid parts."
I'll keep that in mind.
Perfect. Anything else anybody wants to do before heading to the hut?
Gil will order
Uh,
another blue milk to go.
So the
Hey,
droid
Ping,
still looks
you took half
bewildered.
of the Ping. You took half of the scrap, so half of the 180 is yours.
Okay, cool.
Yes, the droid hands over the blue milk, and you guys are. He takes a roadie with you as you go down and walk to the huts.
Yeah, real quick,
Hmm?
does Ren or Naruto, I think them two are the ones that familiar enough with Koso. Would there be anything that might be um, not to say a peace offering, but just an offering that whatever it was, a bottle of a fine you know Celestin gin or just something that
To get into his good graces.
yeah.
yeah. Butter them up a little bit.
There you go. Yeah.
Definitely. So you, Ren would know that. Ren and Nora would know that Koso's fairly fond of his hookah. So if you guys bring him something nice to smoke, he may be a little bit more amenable. And he's pretty susceptible to flattery as well. So give it a tribute and say something nice, maybe an easy way to at least get through the door, get into his good
We're
graces.
just gonna nudge Ping ahead of us whenever
All right. Yeah. So I
you're
guess
on your
we need
way.
to find the smoke shop.
Perfect. That's Nora would know where that is. It's kind of not too far from the cantina, actually pretty close to next door. It's kind of a little smoke shop run by a Zabrakian. You see, he's got a little eye patch, just numerous hookahs and different things spread throughout the shop. And he's kind of it looks like you guys says
Lots of glass art, right?
lots of glass art. Uh, he got a lot of just random names too for the hookah smoke. He's got one called Tatooine Sunrise. Just a lot spread throughout there. You see, he kind of gives a little bit of a bitter look at both Gil and Ren when they walk in, and he kind of grumps at them and says, "What are you Mandos doing in my store? What do you all want?"
I'll just kind of step in front of him and to the Zabrak and just say, "We're just here to check out your offerings, friend."
You see, he
They,
kind of gives a oh, what to say?
no, go ahead.
He gives a bit of a grumpy look and says, these Mandos think they can walk anywhere they want to, and now they got Authorians walking with them. What's the world come to? Just
So
accept
yeah,
my
I was
wares."
just wondering, is there any other smoke shops around here?
I'm gonna step in and I'm going to in Zabraki. I'm going to be like, listen, we're trying to these they're just accompanying us. With uh, I'm with the gentleman, and I'll point to Ping, and I said we're trying to get a hold of some smoke, something I don't know what would you
Shisha,
smoke?
I think it's called. The
Yeah,
the
the
hookah
smoke
tobacco.
stuff. Yeah. We're looking to get a hold of
Like,
some of that for Takuro, the hut, and we're trying to see if you had anything that he might fancy.
The Zabrakian, he kind of shakes his head, or he's still a little grumpy, but he looks back and says, "Yeah, we sell to Koso a lot. Usually, we get a lot of his supply, or they're his main supplier on the rock. Uh, we've got what he usually smokes, which is this Alderanian mist. I can let it go to you for." He looks around at the Mando. It says 70 credits. I can let it go to you for.
Do you have
All right.
anything new, anything exotic that Lord Koso has not yet tried?
He nods and looks and says, I haven't broken this one out yet, but we do have this new strain right from Kashyyyk. It's supposed to be kind of the best mellow, but we haven't had anybody try it out yet."
Says, well, listen. Let's start over again, friend. We would love to take this to Koso and present something new to them, and we will say that we will surely let him know that you know it came exclusively from. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
My name is Nash Kini.
Nash. I will say that it came exclusively from Koso's good pal Nash, and he said that that Koso would very much enjoy this. And you said you're already doing their business, but maybe this would just help things down the road.
You see if Don kind of think about it. Give me a career or a persuasion check.
All right.
Dang.
Hey, so he nods and thinks about it. Says, if you make sure to mention my name, this is a little bit more rare, but for 130 credits, I can let this go. But you gotta mention to make sure my name's kind of all over it. It never hurts to be on Koso's good side.
How much was the other one, the mist?
70 credits.
70. Mm,
I can go,
So at the mention of
I can split that with you if you need.
at the mention of 130 credits, Ping would just start laughing and just kind of walk up to him and say, "You might be able to extort those prices from some of the locals who don't know better, but come on." And it would just kind of start chuckling. I say, "I'll give you 80, and then we'll call it good."
You see him look. This is straight from Kashika. You know how hard that is to get in the smugglers run. There's not too many people that go out to those forests, especially after what Zerka did with the Wookiees. They really don't like too many non-Wookiees coming to the planet. That's 120. Best offer.
we'll do both the mist and the Kashyyyk for 150.
All right. You guys could do give the help action to one another, or each do a persuasion roll. Your choice.
Ping, how are you over there?
I, I'm pretty good at persuading people. Um,
I will assist. Uh, I will assist Ping.
all right.
Help. Nice.
Hey.
Sweet.
There we
Hey.
go.
You see, Big kind of just works his magic. The Zabrakian calms down and says, all right. I'll throw both in for 150, but yeah, just make sure to mention my name. Let him know that came from Nash."
All right, Ash, we got it.
Zabrakian, even you could always, he's only got one eye, but the one eye he does have narrows. It says Nash. Uh,
I'll give
Off-worlders.
him a hammerhead wink.
And
Eel's
Ping would just
gonna.
kind of smile and say, "Thanks for doing business with you. And next time I'm actually on Kashyyyk, maybe I'll pick up a little bit and you can pad your supply."
I like that. It's hard to get anything out of that planet nowadays. But he
Uh,
packages it up for you. It heads over two packages with the different strands.
All right, I'll go halves with that. If oh you want to.
Yeah, if you want. So what's 75?
I'll throw in 50 each.
Okay,
Okay.
that works.
And you guys still have a party fund too. I think you never divvied up the other credits you got.
I
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter if we got.
I had the 100. I started with 75. I got the 90, and then I had the 400. I'm having those in my credit thing right now, but I don't think. But if we need to, we can put those into the public bill.
Yeah, I don't think I wrote it down anywhere. I don't know if anyone was tracking that for the party fund. I have my own credit.
I think I put it in the spreadsheet.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Sorry. Yep.
so as they're paying for it, Gil's gonna elbow Naruto and kind of ask, "Hey, would it be rude if I asked him what happened to his eye?"
That would be considered rude. Yes.
Oh, dang. I wanted to hear the story about that. I assume Mandalorian, because of the way he's looking at me.
Might be part of it, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of impressive only losing an eye instead of an entire head.
I can think of ways to lose an eye. Zinga.
Alright.
Yeah, just take it. We'll come back to it, but take it out of the. We'll just take it out of the party loot then, because we've definitely have more than
Yeah, that's
150,
fine.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys
Fine
have a
by me.
decent bet.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll just take it out of there. Make a note.
And sorry, just
Easier
a little
than
bit
figuring
just a little bit of cleanup from last session. How long has it been, or is it still?
I think it's only been like an
Since
hour.
I guess since
So-
our fight with them.
Yeah, probably about an hour or so, because you guys probably, depending on how long you want to say you stayed at the cantina, definitely enough time if you wanted to get a short rest at the cantina.
That's what I was about to ask.
Okay,
Ugh.
cool.
Because I'm sitting at 6 hit points.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I
you
forgot.
got beat up pretty good.
Yeah.
So there's actually one of the spells or one of the force powers that I noticed that's new is, you know how they have give life? They now have a dark side power that's like give life, but it works on yourself.
Nice.
Seed. Yeah.
Nice.
I forgot the name of it, but it's out there somewhere.
It's tough to go through a lot of the new powers.
Does
So
anyone
difficult to keep
know?
up with it going
I gotta
on.
look up channel the force.
I rolled sub-average on every one of the hit die. I love it.
I forgot. I was kind of low on hit points. I didn't realize I got hit.
Yeah.
I think I was the
Someone
only
should.
one. I think I was the only one that didn't get hit. But
I don't know how you scooted by, but you did.
I literally invested everything into just hiding. With my last character, I'm up front. I'm punching people. I get hurt all the time. And this character, I'm like, what if I do the exact opposite?
Shorter long rests. All right. Cool.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna use lend aid on myself before the short rests. I would have done that. 2
Nice.
points equal to their level and wisdom mod. Oh, wisdom gross. Oh no, that's a -1.
Oh no.
Ooh.
What a lame feature.
Oh, there's no option on that one?
No, that's just a pure light sider.
Yeah, there's two smites, right? Like there's the
Mhm.
dark side and the light side. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 points. That's kind of lame. I mean, I guess it's something.
Let's do 3 points.
All right. And and that's really loud.
So after you guys get your short rest in, and you make your way towards the Pathros. Somebody's chewing loud.
Ren, is that
Ren.
tasty?
That's me. But I thought I had muted myself, but apparently not.
No
you're good,
worries,
man.
man. It's as you guys make your way towards Lord Pathros' section, you see it kind of gets. I wouldn't say nicer, but as you go through the kind of the asteroid that Skip One is on, Pathros section starts to get a little bit more lively. You see a lot of different, a lot of the gold or fake gold coloring, just really bright and tacky, flashy. After some time of traveling in his section, you do reach a door guarded by by both a Gamorrean as well as a Weequay. The Weequay looks you up and says, "What do you want? What brings you to what brings you to Lord Koso's?"
And I would say something, but I actually don't know why we're here. So I'm going to let someone else take the lead.
Do we have an
We're
idea
here.
of Easton's relationship with Koso?
So Nero would know just from kind of what he's seen Easton around. Easton does a decent bit of work for Koso. Because Easton's kind of a little bit of a higher gun, willing to really work for anybody who pays him. So he's done a couple of jobs for Koso, from just taking out some rivals to picking up some smuggling to just kind of all around kind of tool for Koso.
So
More of an underling, yeah.
yeah, but so it wouldn't be a bad thing to name drop, right?
From
Like,
what you know, yeah, it shouldn't be a bad thing.
okay. I'll
So
go ahead and yeah, I'll use an affect mind real quick. I was looking
All
that
right.
up to make sure that's what I wanted it to do. Just gives advantage on checks, right?
Yep.
Like charisma checks, I think it is. Um, and then
Ooh.
yeah, no, is it
Uh,
against my DC?
your DC.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna definitely
So, as you kind of walk up and try
ignore
to
that.
affect his mind, he doesn't know what's going on, but you see he's got a pretty stern will behind him.
So just kind of seeing that he, pushes that off, regardless of just say uh, Eason, whatever Eason's last name, it referred us to see Lord Koso.
He looks at you guys and says, "Oh, you the fellas that beat Easton up. Last time we saw him, he was bleeding from a number of wounds. Looks like you guys cleaned his clock. Uh,
Oh yeah, that was
That's
me.
us.
Yeah, and her. Both the Mandalorians here.
Koso likes that little smuggler, but he's a little too cocky for my taste. Uh, he said you guys had wanted an audience with Lord Koso.
yeah, that's
Yeah, we
usually what we
thought, we came with a little bit of a gift. We know that Koso enjoys her pipe, so their pipe. So we'll, we brought a little tobacco. We thought we could share in.
He'll like that. He loves that hookah of his. Yeah, I'll escort you guys in. He looks and kind of leans in a little bit. Says, "Make sure to be respectful. The Koso can have a little bit of a finicky temper, and he's been known to, let's just say, he's unkind to people he doesn't feel have shown proper respect."
Understood.
I'll keep that in mind.
sounds like the huts.
So he leads you back into a room. You see it's kind of clouded with smoke. In the center of it, you see a large hut on a little golden hover pad. If you look closely, you not even really need to look too closely. You can tell it's not real gold. It looks like it's been gold plated or painted gold. He's got numerous people kind of walking around, a few Twi'leks, just kind of a real cloud of hazy smoke. And you see his clan symbol behind him as well, just a big old emblem of a golden hut. And as you walk in, you see a protocol droid next to him that says, uh, Lord Koso welcomes you and asks why you have come. You've been highly recommended by his associate Easton, and he's curious to see what brings you to the smuggler's run and what you have to offer the hut.
Yeah, I'll kind of step forward right away and have the tobacco and say, well, um, first, just a little something to thank you for simply the audience. We went and saw um, your friend Nash, and he offered some of your favorite Alderaanian mists, but we were able to twist his arm a little bit and get something new that he just came in. Said he was holding out on it, but we said that it was for a special guest, and he was able to let it go. So something all the way from Kashyyyk. I think you'll enjoy it.
You see his eyes go wide as it's mentioned, and he waves his protocol droid up. The droid brings it and loads it into his pipe. And he takes a pretty hefty draw, and then you hear him kind of do the deep hut chuckle. He begins first at Huttese, but then switches to basic. Uh, Welcome. It's rare that most sentients know how to greet a hut. You all have manners. At least Easton found somebody worthy of that. What can I do for you? What brings you to my rock?
So Ping would step forward at this point and go, we've had a little run in a couple hours ago. I thought maybe you might be able to help us. There was a firefight. It looked like maybe a Jedi of some kind, some type of force wielder with a lightsaber at least, was killed. We think it was maybe the exchange. Now, I really don't have any personal take in that, except then they hired Easton to try to kill me, and that crossed a little bit of a line. So I think we're going to go have a conversation with them, and I thought maybe you might help us point us in the right direction.
You see, the hut was pretty jolly from the smoke, but as soon as you mentioned the exchange, his eyes narrowed. And then when you mentioned Easton took a job for them, you see he slams his tail down, and he says, "That dog worked for the exchange. After I've done from Easton, he took their money. Uh, this shall not stand. You have my word; he'll pay for that." Uh, the
So
ex-
To be
as soon as I
fair, he
see
got
like
beat
that,
up pretty bad by us. He did not
yeah.
succeed. It was in full honesty, it was hilarious until I was not able to blow a hole into him. I could not make the donuts.
So when I see the hut have that reaction, I kind of wave my hand in front of him like the old Jedi trick, and I will try to do subtle control to make him forget that I just said that.
Oh my
Gil's just
god.
gonna facepalm when
Um,
you do that.
um, what is the hut? Let's see.
so it's just a straight wisdom save.
I think he
No.
fails it, right?
Yeah, he would
Aren't,
fail.
aren't huts
Nice.
immune to mind effects?
They are. They
Frustrating.
have advantage on rolls. Yeah.
Oh, do they have advantage on him? Let me pull them up real
Yeah.
quick.
Force resistant. At least the
Ugh.
race does.
I haven't looked through the species, but
Close to mind.
Let me give them another go then with
Oh no.
advantage.
Hey,
Does that? I think that still fails, right? Or
as long as you're 15.
Yeah, what's it looking like?
what's your DC again?
My
Ping?
DC is. Oh, I don't have it
8,
on my
9,
sheet,
10.
but it
What's your what is that a?
four. So
He's
8
gonna
plus
tie it.
4 is 12, and then I have. Well, actually, I have +1 for my my premium item. So
Oh
it'd
well,
be
then that's
15.
gonna because don't you add your
Sick.
proficiency?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 15 is my DC.
yeah.
haha.
So
Hey.
Hey.
you wave your hand, and you see he calms down. Kind of looks back at his hookah and kind of look of confusion and says, that's good stuff. What were we talking about again?"
I think you took one too many puffs
Your
there on that.
beautiful
You gotta slow
eyes.
down.
Mr. Happy.
Yeah, and at this point, I would just start up like a conversation. I would just start talking about Ethan. I'd be like, you're a pretty good guy. We got into a little bit of scrap. Can't blame him for that. A job's a job. He lost, we won. You know, Maybe we'll work with him in the future. And I just kind of just start up a just conversation, just like chatting.
He
Um,
nods, says, Esau's done some good work for me. He's a little brazen, but he gets the job done usually. I'm glad you all, even with your little dust up, you spared him. I like having him around. Uh, he kind of nods again and goes back.
and I
I
just
don't.
say, you got to have respect for the players. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would just say, you always have to respect the players in the game. Sometimes you're on this side, sometimes you're on that side, and then we'll have a drink together the next day. It's fine.
You see the hut smiles and goes, you are sentient after my own taste. It's just business. If you have respect and you know how to pay the price, anybody can work. He nods. You mentioned the exchange, though. They've been interfering with my business. Let's say they shouldn't even be on this rock, but we haven't had the time to exterminate them yet. Uh, what's your guys' interest in them outside of the Jedi? Are you looking to take them down? Or are you looking to find more about them? What can I help you with them? Anything that causes a thorn in their side is business for me.
Noru is going to peek up and he's gonna say, "Would you happen to know any relationship between the exchange and their uh, thoughts and or opinions of Jedi or Force users by chance?"
He looks and says, the exchange has put out a bounty on Force users. That's all I really know too much about them. Really, more business, kind of better for everybody that they're willing to front that cost. Less Jedi around makes business a little easier to conduct that the Republic doesn't want done. But that's really all I know about the connection between them and the Jedi. Really haven't had to focus on them too much since Revan solved that problem for us.
Yeah, and then I just kind of pipe back in and go, I think we're just looking to have maybe a conversation, maybe get a little closer to the organization and see if we can figure things out. If you have any way to help us in, though, then maybe we help you, you help us.
He nods. He says, I know where they're holed up on the base. Uh, I got a job maybe you all can do. You all, he said you hold your own, and looks like you guys were able to fight at least better than his old crew. Uh, if you want to, they've been hiding out on the dark side of Skip One, kind of the bottom of the asteroid. So far, it has been profitable enough for me to send some goons out and get them out. Uh, but if you all are willing to do that for me, actually, you don't even need to get them out. There's some data on their servers, going over some of the clients that they've been working with on the moon, as well as some of their shipping routes for bringing spice and other materials in. If you guys get into their base, uh, get me that shipping list, and if you destroy it, good for you. If not, that shipping list is all I really care about. But I'll be happy to pass on their location to you, and you can do with that what you will.
By chance, would you know of a specific team of Exchange mercs, one mostly comprised of Transdoshans and scaled species?
He nods and says, "Yeah, from what I've heard, the person that's running this operation is one of the exchange captains. Is Belson. He's a Trandoshan warrior. From what I've heard, he's got a pretty high kill count. Really obsessed with some scorekeeper, whatever they keep muttering about. Um,
Oh, yes, yes.
he's the one that's running the base on the moon."
Thank
So,
you.
ooh, by
Um,
chance, wouldn't have any way for us to get in, right? Uh, and then I just kind of sigh and go, because I can, I have some contacts, but that's going to cost a little money. I don't know if you might be able to help with that cost.
He nods and says, "Yeah, it's an enterprising sentient after my own heart. If you guys get in, I could definitely spread some credits your way if you handle this for me. More or less depending on if you just get the information or if you take care of the base for me." He looks around and says, "Yeah, there's a couple different ways you can get in there, depending on how scrappy you want to be. Uh, if you want to rush in, come through the front door, guns blazing. I don't know. You all seem pretty tough. You can do that. I
yeah.
don't know how well it'll work out for you, but uh, more power to you. I know you Mandos are crazy." Uh,
Thank you.
Thanks.
uh, he
Ull
looks
nods.
uh,
Ah.
he looks back and he waves to his protocol droid. Now, we haven't sent any of our own goons, but I don't like to have too much messes on my hands when my own people are involved. The way we thought to get in there is not the most sanitary, if you know what I mean, but it gets you in there and people aren't going to be looking that way, let's say that. Uh, we found the exchange has their own little trash compactor, and that can attach to their base that they spew wreckage or spew their trash out from the bottom side of Skip One. We sent a droid through, and we found that it really isn't too well defended. You guys may be able to sneak in that way if you don't mind getting your armor dirty.
It'll be a
Do
lot
you
of
know how
scrubbing, but
long?
you know.
Interesting method.
What did you say, Nero?
Interesting method. Uh,
He nods. As the droid comes back, he's got a kind of a 5 spacesuits available. It's downside of this is you guys are gonna have to take a trip outside the base to get in there undetected. So that would require a little bit of just a little bit of danger on that aspect. But if you could get in and get past the trash security system security measures, you guys would be in the base and nobody be none the wiser.
And Ping would just kind of laugh and he'd go, "Well, I have this allergy to blaster bolts coming my direction, so I can deal with a little trash."
I want to see if there's any other like events going on, like maybe any other alternative ways in. Like I don't know, but we'll definitely look into the gross sewer.
I assume that regardless of how we do it, that is not a concern of yours, Koso. So just as long as we get the job done, I think our horned friend here is alluding to.
Koso shrugs. I don't care how you do it. As long as you give me the information, and if you find a way to take that base down, more power to you.
I think we can
Sounds
handle
good to me.
that. How is it, Koso? How is that Kashyyyk?
You see him take a huge draft, kind of a huge kind of pull on the hookah and let an enormous cloud of smoke, and he kind of nods his head, with eyes half open. There was an enormous hut head. That's good. I've never been to the Kashyyyk myself, but those Wookiees can grow some crazy stuff.
It's those
It's all the
hybrids, they
trees.
get you.
So he says, you guys can borrow my suits if you want to go walking. If not, you guys can go with guns blazing, or if you find another way in too, whatever works for you. If you come through with a job well done, come back to me. I'll make sure we hook you up with some credits.
Sounds good. I think suits are the way that we're looking at.
Yeah, we can always
I
take the suits,
might-
and if we find a different way, we can. I don't think we're in a rush.
No, not really.
To be honest, as a Mandalorian, I much prefer the shotgun way in.
True, but we could get in and then shut them away.
You have a valid point.
Gil, you can be our distraction up front, and we'll go in the back. How's that?
I like this plan.
Shield, go.
Well, yeah. Well, if you'll be so kind, we would love to borrow your spacesuits.
He waves them out and has the protocol droid bring them over to you all. It says, these aren't the most expensive suits, so you guys can use them. I would like them back, but if you guys get the exchange done, even if you have some damage to them, I won't be too picky.
Do they have like a big gaudy like gold hut on them somewhere?
They've got a pretty gaudy gold hut on them. You see that they're a little bulky too. A little looks like they're the old models. You see a big oxygen pack on the back. It looks like they're just really kind of well insulated and a little bulkier than the kind of sleeker models that most of the other public or more well financed people would use.
Yeah.
Have to retrofit it to the hammerhead.
I was gonna say, I'd love to see how that goes on you.
Just tries to put the helmet on and it
Yeah.
just keeps hitting his eyes.
Yep. Gonna need some modifications.
You see, Koso, he looks at his droid. It says, yeah, we'll have C6 over there take care of that for you.
Excellent. May I, not to be too forward, but may I just reach a hand out towards the hose of his hookah.
You see, he
Oh,
looks a
no.
little like a greedy hut for a second, but he's like, you brought it to me. I guess it's fair to give you a taste. He does pass you his hose, which does have a little of that green hut slime on it. It says, yeah, toke up.
I definitely recognize that, but I don't want to be rude, and so I'm just gonna go for it and take it into the right side, a big pull, and then out the other side of my other mouth, I start doing attempt. I'm gonna attempt to do some circles.
You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
I've done better smoke rings, but the attempt is there.
So it's ring's gonna come out a little ovally, kind of dissipate. Uh, Wool's just been kind of hit by that Kashyyyk strain. It's little stronger than he anticipated. Uh, the hut laughs and says, well done.
I appreciate the
Alright.
generosity. We will definitely have to do this again, but and I turn to the others. Shall we?
yeah.
We shall.
Perfect. So you see the weak way escorts you back out of Koso's chambers. You guys have the general location of the exchange base, so you guys can even go scout out the front if you like, or head directly towards the air chute and try to go through the trash compactor.
If it's
Go
all the
over the.
same, I would like to do some scouting. Just you know,
Yeah, do some scouting.
Sure, scout first.
Yep.
And go in afterwards.
because my thought is if my character has to be running around in big bulky suits, that is going to be a little loud. So it's going to be pretty much taking away the one thing that I've set my character up for.
Ah,
But
Yeah, so so Ping would suggest. They said, yeah, maybe if we're gonna do some scouting, you know what we look like. We might need some type of disguise.
if we get a hold of a disguise kit, I could probably work on some disguises for us.
we do have
I-
these suits, which should at least get us in, but
Yeah, but the suits are like
If
Just
they're
imagine
fitted
us
with
walking
all
through
of their
the base
outfits.
with these huge boots.
yeah, if they're pretty identifiable as being from Koso, that's probably we don't want to show up
The
to
the opposite of what we want to be wearing.
exactly.
So we're wearing these huge suits, like we're doing a spacewalk, walking next to their base, looking real casual with the big symbol on our chest.
They're just looking outside, just like, who the hell?
I don't know, but that's definitely from Koso.
They'd be like, these guys can't be for real. It's a prank.
So, can you describe the base again? You said it's on a moon,
Definitely.
right?
So it's a large asteroid, actually, pretty much a moon.
Okay, that's
So
what
it's
we're all on then, right?
oh yeah, you all are on that
Okay, so
large.
that's just a different area.
Yeah, it's just kind of the far end of the asteroid,
Okay,
where
okay,
not too much other inhabitable things
Yeah.
are.
okay.
Would I know anything about the area around it? Like if there's any, um, like what kind of area is surrounding it? Like if it's an industrial area, or if it's like a market area, or if it's like the hut, and it's more of like kind of like a red light district where there's a bunch of just bars and stores and that kind of stuff.
Definitely, based off of Koso's description of where it's at, you really wouldn't have spent too much time out there. You'd know it's pretty much deserted in that area. There's really not too much out there. In the past, it's been because there's too much of that green slime in that area, but you're not sure what they've done with it. But you just know that there's really not too much other distractions or other things out in that area.
Okay, so they're out in a remote area. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna relay that to the party, saying, or do they know that already?
Uh,
Hey
So,
guys, since you guys already know it,
Either way, Ren would react the same, basically.
Do we want to
Like, wow, thank you.
do we want to try a I don't have a good alternative here. Trojan horse this thing. See if there's a delivery happening or something out to the base that we can.
maybe, but I'm thinking that if Like I'm thinking, if I'm partially basing this off of the huts, but if they're like the huts, there's always somebody coming in, guests from an off world or somebody. But it seems like these guys are much more privated and much more reserved. So it looks like there might not be a lot of things going in or out other than maybe supplies. So if we're trying to get in, my thought is we could do the sewer, we could do the front, or maybe we could try to get a hold of some supplier, but they may be getting that off of world, so that might be
Right.
difficult. Unless they're getting some supplies locally, which we might be able to find out about. I don't know.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
We could be the UPS drivers, just being like, yeah, we're here to deliver a package. Bah, 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 bah.
Whatever you all decide, just know when I walk in there, there's going to be slug shots being fired.
Alright.
All
So
right,
I
so
recommend you go in either after me or before me. Doing it at the same time
I'm
is
going.
just
I'm
not
going
a...
in before him.
There you go.
Going after, I don't want to get shot
You
in the
are
back.
very smart. You are very smart.
Alright.
Okay, so recon.
so
Are we gonna do recon or?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how we'd go about it, but I guess first things first, we get out there.
Yeah, would we have any idea of like what might be expected in the area? So it's pretty deserted.
Mhm.
So would there be any type of traffic nearby that we could reasonably expect? Like this would just normally happen around here?
So you know, kind of as you'd kind of head towards the market district to get there, but as you get closer, you really wouldn't see too many people walking that way. Neuro would know that a lot of times that area's been a little bit more of that green sludge out there, so people have tried to give it a little bit of a steering, kind of a wide berth. But you know that some people, especially in the run, can't always afford good lodging. So sometimes you may see some people crashing out there that way if they're a little too broke to afford one of the nicer spots.
All right. All right. Nothing more than I'm used to.
Yeah, if we can't find, I would say we don't waste too much energy on the recon. If we know the front door is not going to be, a good option unless you're Gil, and
Thank you.
we
I
know
appreciate
that I think we can, put some trust in Koso's suggestion of going uh, in the back way, um, you know, as messy as that'll be. So if there's not anything else that proves to be an alternative,
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna try to like blow a hole in the side of the building, and but if we can find an alternative, I say we at least try to
Wait,
explore the options.
you just gave me an idea.
Oh no.
What if we
No.
blew...
What if
Oh,
we actually blow a hole in the side of the building?
I like that idea.
Damn it.
We have green. We have the green sludge. We just need to collect it without blowing ourselves up.
Would I be able to know what the green sludge is?
Nobody's really been able to identify it. It does have some explosive tendencies, especially if confronted by flame or things like that.
Would I be
It just
able
kind
to
of seeps in
like?
from the rock.
Would I be able to like? If I were able to get a canister, would I be able to scoop some up? Just scoop some up into a
That's
tiny
just
canister.
Yeah, so you would be able to, if you had like a little canister, you would be able to scoop a bit up.
oh god.
I need a canister,
Congratulations, you've made a grenade.
and I have a wrist launcher.
Hey.
Okay.
I left my canister in my other armor, so
Would I be able to find one from a local market or something?
Yeah, you'd be able to find one for 5 credits.
Okay, dokie.
Alright, whatever you do, do not attempt to harvest this with a lightsaber.
So what's your plan here with the slime?
Uh, better to have than to have not.
It could be a viable escape option. Get out of jail free
You know,
card.
until it eats through the container there and goes
We're
after
gonna
your
be doing
limb.
our space walk.
Suicide bomber.
Yeah.
Is the container able to hold it, or do I know, or
Give me a nature technology check.
nature or technology?
Hmm.
Neither of those are pretty good. Oh.
You were educated by the Jedi. Even though you didn't really pay attention in those classes, you think it should be good.
It'll work.
Uh,
It'll hold.
Perfect. So, what is the plan, guys? Are you going to go scope out the facility? Are you guys going through the air docks, or what are you leaning towards?
I'm saying we scope it out and then not spend a long time on it, and then go through the trash compactor stuff.
And I shall be the distraction.
You'll be
Cocksucker.
you'll be answering the door, just being like, "Hello."
Yes.
Yeah, that works.
All right. So, you guys, you head to the facility. How close towards our facility do you all want to get as a group?
Not sure. I don't suppose there'd be a ton of cover on this rock.
Unfortunately, not. There is some winding tunnels and things like that that does make it harder to scope out from afar. But unfortunately, we kind of makes you get a little bit closer.
If you guys want, I can just run ahead and do some reconnaissance while you guys keep an eye on the thing from a distance and just to see if there's any traffic moving.
Yeah, that works. I think what
Sure.
would any of us know have a good idea of? I mean, what would we be looking for? You know, I guess I would think like, yeah, landing bays, exhaust ports, etc.
And traffic going in and out.
Yep. So if you Noruo would have a good idea of that, then yeah, go ahead and see what you can see.
Okie dokie. I guess you guys are going to be keeping an eye on the place from a distance, and I'll just be kind of trying to look through things. Not close enough. I'm not going to be like getting up on the base, but I'm going to get close enough to kind of get an idea of, identifying some places of interest from a safe distance, or at least safe enough for me to be sneaky.
All right. So you guys stop at a bend within the tunnels in the asteroid well before where you think they may have patrols. The Nervo's going up out of zone to scout ahead.
I'm gonna
Uh,
reach
What
out
can
and
we do this during the night, just so that I at least have the cover of darkness?
Unfortunately, you're on an asteroid, so they've got fluorescent lights pretty much all day long.
Dang it!
I'm gonna reach out and just kind of touch Noruo on the shoulder and say, "Good luck, friend," and give him guidance.
Woot. Okay. So
Don't die.
thank you.
My final message.
Thank you.
Possibly final.
I'll take it to my grave.
What
So,
did I just tell you?
So do we? Do I need to roll a stealth check or?
Yep. So give me a stealth check, and you
Is
have
this
guidance as well.
okay?
Nice.
Hey.
Solid check.
I did not mess it up.
So you are able to keep to the shadows as you make your way through the tunnels. You eventually approach a clearing as you get closer to the area that Koso marked as the base. You see a pretty large entrance, probably about 15, 20 feet wide, uh, with multiple guards around them. You see these are not like the typical mercs or things you've seen with the exchange so far. These are pretty well equipped. They've got some pretty nice gear. You see at least four of them standing on either side with blaster rifles at the ready. Looks like they're kind of keeping watch and kind of combing the area, looking for anything that may be out of the norm. They have not been able to see you though, just through your got a proficiency and skill with hiding and keeping out of sight. Give me a perception check too if you want to see more.
Okie dokie. Hmm.
So you see, you're kind of caught up on the guns. One thing that you do see, which is pretty hard to miss, is that right in the kind of the center, right before the entrance, there's a retractable E-web gun that looks like it's not retracted, out right now. So in fighting formation right now, but looks like it can be sunk into the floor of the asteroid if they needed to move it out of the way. Nobody's on the gun right now, but you do see it looks like it's a pretty sturdy defense device.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, the door is open behind the four guards too. You're not able to see too far into that tunnel, but it is open for it.
Would I be able to sneak up to it just to kind of like get a glimpse behind the door?
You could try to sneak further. This will be another stealth check with disadvantage, though.
Is this based off of sound or sight?
Sight.
Okay.
Or both, actually.
If I advantage towards sight or sound, would that cancel out the disadvantage towards sight?
It would not.
Dang. I'm like, Okay, shoot. Okay, so basically the big draw that I see is that there's heavily armed um, uh, guards, big turret guns, and what else was there?
That's all you saw so far.
Okay.
I think just the
Okay.
door, maybe the doorway was the other thing. Just the open door, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
big
true.
big doorway. Yeah. Um, is there anything? No. Is there? Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll make my way back to the group. I don't want to press my luck.
You are able to make your way back. Nobody takes notice of you. You don't draw any suspicion as you get back to the rest of the party.
How many of them were there?
A lot of them, and they're quite heavily fortified. So I would strongly recommend that we do not go through that way, and that we try to
Understood. I
and that we
require
try.
a partner. Who will join me?
Yeah.
What were some of their other than the manpower themselves, did they have any other defenses that you noticed?
All I was able to get to was a entrance to the facility. Was it the entrance to the facility? The
That's
open
right.
doorway. Yeah. So I was able to get to the entranceway of the facility, where there was some pretty heavily armored guards. Not directly in. They weren't standing guard at the post, but further in, I saw plenty of heavily armed guards, and beyond that, I saw some pretty heavy turrets. So
Okay,
I'm
something.
I would strongly recommend we do not go towards that.
But something also we might want to make note of and either, shut those down on our way out so they're not on our tail, or perhaps we can,
Yeah.
turn them on the back on the base itself.
Or to just avoid this route if possible.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna run into them one way or the other, but yes, I agree. I would say that my preferred route would still be uh, through the trash here.
As much as I don't want to, I figure that might be the best option.
Bah, so be it. I shall accompany you through the trash way. It's gonna take weeks to clean my fur.
I'm gonna have to buy new clothes.
Alright, so you guys are able to make your way back to Koso's area. You designated a little air escape or airlock that you're able to go through. You all suit up in kind of the older armor or older environmental suits, and you guys are able to make your way outside into space. Uh, so after the airlock hisses and you feel the atmosphere depressurize, you guys get into the 0G outside of the airlocks. You do notice that your boots do have a kind of somewhat magnetic grips. As long as you're able to keep your balance, so you think it will be able to grip alongside the rock as you guys climb the outside of the area. Uh, and basically once you emerge, you see just kind of the blackness of space, kind of filtered against the light of the asteroid. Uh, this isn't too far of a walk. With being able to walk on the outside, you're able to cut a lot of the distance down. It should only take you about 3 miles to make your way there. But as you see, for those of you maybe not familiar with walking in 0G, it can be a little hard to keep your balance as you guys are making your way towards there. So everybody, give me either an athletics check or acrobatics check, your choice.
All
One of us
right.
is gonna float off into space. I can tell it right now.
Oh no! Oh no!
Let's go. Acrobatic.
Alright, so Ren is, ooh, so Red is able to. It's tough going. She loses her footing for a second and almost flies away, but she's able to hunker down and keep herself on the station. Ool is taking this like an old pro. He's just walking along casually without really being too bothered by the 0G situation.
Gil
Um,
tried to jump. I shouldn't have done that.
rest of
I should not have done that.
the rest of the party is having a very tough time. Uh, Gil tried to jump. Both Noru and Ping tripped over a rock and are starting to float away. What do you guys?
Toru, you have failed me.
If
Would I be able to use maybe forced pull to kind of like anchor myself back towards the um the planet?
Definitely give me a force check for that. Oh, and also I forgot to mention this. If you guys look under tools, I made force check just a tool for you, so you can just click on it. So
Yeah.
super easy.
I saw that and I was a little confused, but I'm glad you added that.
I will, if I can, I'll try and just at least reach out for somebody as well if they're kind of slipping away to help stabilize somebody.
Definitely, you can do actually with yours. You can just do force, push, or pull. Since you don't have to, you can just grab a medium person. So if you try to
Yeah.
grab Ping, as long as he decides to fail that save, you can just move him.
Okay.
I'll do the same.
I don't have that, so it'd be more of a physical thing that I'm gonna do. So if something else,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh Jesus! I didn't know it was so long. My bad.
All right,
My
so
lord.
I know.
it is a long one. So I think Ren is able to catch him, but you could definitely assist Ren in pulling Ping down to the ground.
Okay.
I'll do that for whoever else needs help or / isn't
I think
already doing it
Gil
themselves.
Gil's the only one
Oh,
floating
Gil's
away
still
now.
up. I forgot. Yeah. So actually,
Yeah.
give me an athletics check for Gil.
All right.
Oh no!
Sorry, Gil.
Push him further.
I got force.
God, that's a nat
First
2.
slash full.
Gross.
So I'm gonna make a force check real quick.
Alright.
Where was
Nice.
that?
Yoink myself back down.
Where was that thing you said? The
Yeah.
force check?
It should be under tools. I thought I did it for everybody.
In
I got it.
tools where?
Oh, like
The
the
journal?
section where no, in your character sheet.
Character sheet. Oh,
Oh,
yep. Tool. Okay,
Where
I got you.
slice is taken.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
cool.
a test.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So if you just do that, nice.
Oh yeah.
That's you're able to bring everybody back down to ground. A little frazzled, but luckily nobody drifted too far off into space. You guys proceed. The next mile is uneventful, but you do see a little bit of a looks like little dust and things swirling up ahead with rocks kind of floating through the zero G. Somebody roll me 1d4. One person gets to decide.
Who's feeling lucky? Should we all
I
roll?
will do it.
we
I'll go
all
for it.
roll
I'll go for it.
D20 to
D4?
look for-
D4.
Mm.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, that's not the reaction we
That's
wanted.
good or bad.
The fourth is with you guys.
All right.
You are able to proceed the next mile undeterred. You're able to keep your footing. You don't see any crazy phenomenon. You're able to
Oh
move
gosh.
that second mile. So you guys are getting on that last leg of your trip. You see the trash compactor getting closer. As you see it, you kind of see that it's every now and then it opens and just spews out a cube of trash, just kind of sending it into space and jettisoning it away from the facility. Uh, if you if you want to time it, you can give me a perception check to see kind of what that time scale is for the evacuation.
I'll give that a go. Man, come on.
We're rolling great tonight.
Yes.
No.
I have not been killed by a hydraulic press yet. I do not plan on it.
So you guys take a look at it. Just between keeping yourself situated on the ground and ooh, and
Man.
not floating away, you so far haven't been able to get a good read on how often it shoots out. You just know it's an intermediate period that'll open and then expel a big block of trash away from it.
And that's the main. That's basically the main area we're looking at, right?
That's it. That's
Yeah.
kind of the way Koso said you may be able to enter the facility.
Okay. Well. I guess we're just gonna go up and
Who first?
I'll go first.
I may be a Mandalorian, but I am not stupid. So I will
Me.
go first.
So as you guys approach, you see it just kind of open up, pop, shoot a piece of trash out, close. So it keeps repeating that pattern at kind of an undetermined time amount. But you know that it opens, shoots, and then just for a brief second after it shoots, it's still open. So
Think
whoever's
maybe we
approaching,
use the force to like jam the mechanism. It's a hydraulic press. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's all about timing.
Yeah, but we failed our perception checks to time it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
so who's gonna be braver? If there's any other solutions you guys want to pitch, you can go for it.
I'll give it a go. Just if it's based off of timing and speed, I'll go first.
Gil will be going with him.
All right.
Most
Alright.
2 and 1.
So you see it kind of open, shoot the trash, and then give me a dexterity saving throw. Nice.
Hey.
Danger sense. Would this even have a chance of effectiveness?
Oh no, that'll work. Yeah. So give advantage on that.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Danger sense is so great. I don't know why it's not you.
So you see Neuro and Gil, they kind of float up to the entrance, and then with Jedi-like timing, they're both able to get through before anything closes or being impacted on anything. They jump right through it without any hesitation.
Gosh. Okay.
That,
Well.
that worked better than I expected.
Yeah?
Do we have? We probably have comm units or
I
something,
was just
right?
about to ask.
You guys do have comm. I think you all should have comm units.
Okay, so I'll call ahead to them two being inside and just see if they had an idea on timing and whatnot to give us a little bit of a help.
Or a way to shut it off.
Or that,
Not
yeah.
a single
As
idea.
it opens, should we say that we should do it as it opens up, or as it, like, I don't know. Definitely don't do it while it's closing.
I just focused on the force. I don't know how I did it. I wish anyone who goes down there luck. I nearly died. It was fun though, invigorating.
We could
exciting.
try to force pull them in, if that might help. Like
Yeah.
slingshot
So if you
them.
guys try to slingshot them in, I'll say they'll give them a +3 to their the dexterity saving roll.
Hey,
Yeah.
Gonna need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
we're gonna be doing that.
Oh. This is. One of us is gonna get chopped in half. Let's go.
It'll be a good time.
Nice.
Nice. So Ren is able to, even without the need of a force push to assist, she's able to jump right through and narrowly evade being smashed and land pretty gracefully into the pile of trash.
All right,
Seems like an oxymoron.
I'll turn to Ping and just kind of give him a look of who's next.
Says, or kind of swings his head like, I can't believe you guys are doing this. You're all crazy. And
Too
oh,
old
actually,
for this
would I
shit.
be able to? I'm gonna. I might have an idea. Actually, it's a new force power, and I'm just gonna use it so you can read it
Okay.
and let me know maybe if this would help. Force leap.
Yeah. So with that, I'll say that wouldn't give you what would that be? So yeah, I'll give you like a +2 to your dexterity score.
All right. Yeah. So I'll say, I hope you guys are ready to slingshot me here, and then I'll use force leap and jump through. And
Big money, big money.
What'd you say? Wait,
So
when are you going?
a 13 plus the so 16. All right. So you are getting pulled through. You see the wall almost clamp on you, but luckily you feel I'm not sure who's doing the force pull, but one of the force users on the other side pull you out just before it smashes your leg,
Oh.
narrowly evading it.
Be crippled for good.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'll just kind of step
just
up
laying
and
and I'm like, nothing to it, guys.
I'll call on the comms and just say, kind of specifically talking to Ren and just saying, I don't have the reflex for this, so get ready on your end. No chances.
Yep.
Just have it ready, and then I'll.
Do not worry, ill. If I had the credit every time I've crippled an Ithorian, I'd only have 2 credits.
Gosh.
I'll take a lumbering
I've gotcha.
lumbering run towards the thing, watching it ready to open up and make my leap through and die.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh
I'm
no!
giving it everything I got.
No.
Alright, so that'll be
3
plus
credits.
8. Alright, so you come through, you jump just a bit too early. And as you're going through, you're grazed by the trash cube that's shot through. And you will take. Oh, that's rough. 16 kinetic
Oh no.
Jeez.
damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, Ren like sprints over immediately after seeing that happen.
So you were able to kind of recover at the last second and make it inside the trash facility, but you do take a bit of damage coming through.
Not again. Can you walk?
Ooh,
Yes, barely,
Oh,
are you
good.
okay?
but I'm here.
2 credits still.
Gil,
God.
maybe we would have been better off going through the front door.
That was a rough 3d6 roll. That
That,
was
that was
Yeah,
pretty bad.
that was
You were just crit by that trash.
pretty much. So you guys in the facility, you see a mound of trash, just floating, some of it liquidy. You step, you feel it just coating the armor. You look up, you do see a door with the grate above it, probably about 20 feet above the ground, with a little pad next to the door.
We're
pad
at the
next to a
bottom
door.
of the.
Yeah, so
I just
you guys are up, so kind of at the right there. Yep.
yeah. Well, I see a pad at a door. I'm there.
You know,
Anytime.
there's always rumors of trash monsters lurking in here, but I've never believed them.
3PO!
monster.
3PO!
Perfect. So you do see a little bit of swirling water, a little
Oh
bit
my
of
god.
uh, movements where you wouldn't expect them. And let's see how this plays. Oh, I think so. Let me pull that back up. Who has a passive perception of 12 or more? I don't have my little sheet in
I
front of me.
Me. I got 13.
A 12.
I do not.
Perfect. So
Well,
Gil,
actually, I do. I
Noru,
have
and
a passive
Procession of 12, sorry.
Ren would notice. Oh, actually, sorry, everybody except for Ul would notice
Oh no.
like a little tentacle emerging from the swirling trash and looking like it's reaching out towards the party. Everybody, roll me initiatives. Actually, let me clear this out.
I am not afraid to admit I was wrong, but I am afraid of that.
It's okay, Uul. It's I only have 5 more hit points than you after getting all that damage, so
That trash would
Can't
have pretty
like
much taken me out.
Where's the
I
initiative? Oh, there
I
it
can't
is.
pull the my
Oh
character
no.
down.
oh yeah. I crit on initiative. Hey,
Oh no.
I'm still going before it. Let's go.
Nice. So you guys, everybody except Ul will see tentacles start to emerge from the ground. And let me put them in the regular layer too. So you see two large monsters, or one large monster and one smaller one, in between you and the door. You see just kind of a large eye pop itself above the water, and kind of stare menacingly at the party.
Hello.
Uh, and then we'll say, uh, Ren, you're up.
Alrighty.
I'm not into this kind of stuff, guys.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to bunch of stuff. So we're target locking the big guy here. Oh,
And to turn on the
and
combat.
and then I'm also going to Ranger's Quarry him. Just using all my stuff.
Nice.
Okay. Ranger's Quarry, target lock, and then I'm going to use my sharpshooter's routine to take a shot right at the main guy here. Oh,
Perfect. That will hit.
sweet.
Nice. Is that? Oh, perfect. So that is already everything. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you blast at it. You hear it kind of howl out in pain. As one of its tentacles smokes.
Ooh. Okay, I'm all good.
Alright, you see there's a smaller one in the corner. And this one is just going to dash forward, its tentacles flailing around as it swims through the gunk. Oh, they both go back to back. Nice. So you see the big one start to get closer. Its eye looking at you all. It gets within range. And it lashes out with two tentacles. One hoping to ensnare Wool. The second hoping to ensnare Gil. As it lashes out, the tentacles rising from the water. Let's see how it goes. So that's for Wool, and that is for Gil. Ooh,
Wool's
ooh.
gone
Alright.
right now, but I can pretty accurately say
I'm
that
back.
that's gonna do it.
That
Uh,
one misses me just barely.
So Wool unfortunately is not able to get out of the way in time, and his bad dice luck continues. And 14 kinetic damage as it lashes out and wraps its tentacle around you. All right, and then narrowly misses Gil. And then I think is that its turn. Nope, it has one more left. It is going
Oh
to take
gosh.
a bite at Gil. Does a
That
16 hit you?
just.
Okay.
Yeah, that just barely hits.
So it
Oof.
bites
Oh,
into you. You see
Ooh.
its tooth sinking in, and give me a Constitution check, DC 15.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
So you feel the bite sink in, and you feel something coursing through your veins, and you are diseased. So every 24 hours, and before you cure yourself, you have to roll reduced by 1d10 anytime you fail that DC 15 save.
So
So
do I roll now?
oh, nope. So you're good for right now, but I
Okay.
think the next day you gotta roll that if you haven't been cured yet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ah.
Ooh, you are up now. You're a little surprised to see the tentacles come out of the water and slap at you, but now you do see the big beast and the little beast.
All right. Yowza. Well, I guess
Yeah.
I'm gonna lend aid. Is that screen space bonus action? Shit. Could I have use my Makashi riposte for that melee attack?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, sorry, that's what I was looking through, trying to figure that out. So, use a channel of force and use a reaction to deflect the attack. So 1d10 plus Dex plus Guardian. So my Dex is shit. So we're at 3 plus a 1d10. Oh, so
Uh,
5. I'll get back
Every
from
little bit
that.
helps.
Yep. All right, and then so that's that, and then lend aid because I need that big time. So that's gonna give me just 3 points. Nope, 2 points, and then I will. Yeah, I'll. I'm gonna just attack this thing. Let's see. To do a to go into these forms, that's a bonus action, right?
That's right.
Is that usually how that is? Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Where's my? All right. So I think I'm just gonna just attack with my saber, and I will. Yep. 14 to
and
hit.
you are also restrained too.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Well then I can't move, so
no, you. Oh yeah, you can't get closer because yeah, you don't have.
yep.
So you
Yeah.
can break out of it if you'd like to, though. So just be DC. What was it? 16 strength or athletics check.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna no. I'm gonna first. I'm going to. I think I'm gonna cast. Let's do sure. Why not? Since I can't get out of this, I'm going to do armor of Aboleth. Level 1 power. So I'll kind of struggling against these tentacles. I know that I'm hurting already, and I'm just gonna create a protective force around me. So some kind of like shimmering light surrounds me. I get 5 temporary hit points, and from now on, if a creature hits with a melee attack with these points, they take some damage. So that's going to be my action, and
Nice.
then that would be my turn.
All right, Noro, you're up.
Second.
That's some chili.
It almost looks like chili here in a terrible sort of way.
Okay. So, I'm going to take the disengage action because this guy here is within melee range. Would I be able to hide over in this area over here?
Yeah, you could definitely because this is kind of a little watery area, so you could kind of dive into the trash and try to hide.
Okay. Wait, just yeah. Okay, I'll do that. So I'm going to take the disengage action. Um, and I'm going to use my bonus action to perform the hide act.
All right, give me a stealth check. Perfect. And what did I put there? Perception in.
Either they're gonna be very poor at seeing, or that one eye is very good.
Little Sauron's eye. I did not put that in for them, so I'll just do a wisdom saving. Yeah, so they do not see you. You are hidden beneath the kind of mounds of trash and kind of sewage water. All right, Gil, you're up.
Gil's gonna yell to everyone, "We need to reposition. I will help. Ooh, target the big one. We need to separate them." As he's going to enter his rage,
All right.
and he is also going to do what Yul did, and he's casting armor battle.
Nice.
Gil's gonna need those hit points.
Yeah, so you guys armor up, and you see Gil just get into his fighting form stance. And then Ping, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to cast hallucination on the big guy.
Ooh,
So that is a wisdom save against my DC, which is 15.
All right.
And I'll just use it here so you get it's long. I apologize about that in advance.
Oh, no worries. He super failed.
That's
So
right.
let's see what that is.
So I'll draw a little box here.
A 3.
and it's
Oof.
going a charging Rancor now charges at him. So he sees that box as a Rancor just charging, swinging at him, and he thinks it is real. And anything he does to dissuade himself that it'd be real, like moves through it, he would convince himself that that logically happened. And then he takes 1d6 damage from the Rancor attacking on my turn.
Perfect.
Nice. There we go. So 6
Hey,
damage to
that's
it.
pretty good.
And he can do an investigation check against my power or 15 DC save. So to
He has a,
realize that it's.
he's got a -3 intelligence, so he's not even gonna
I
try.
figured that might work out okay against him.
So you see the Dianaga, I'm not sure how exactly to say it, just fluttering its tentacles of the wind at that box, just looking panicked as it feels like something is assaulting it.
All right. And then I'll run over in the corner here and hide. And that'll be my turn.
All right, Ren, you're up.
Alrighty. I got a question about weapon experts, the feat.
Mhm.
Would it be okay if whenever I'll just put in here. Would it be okay if whenever I like went and tried to do an attack with it, I just rolled the damage twice and then took whatever one I wanted?
Oh
Because
yeah.
that's technically what it does, but I just want to make sure.
Oh no,
Okay,
yeah,
cool,
exactly.
cool. And so I'll do Blaster Carbine, the big guy,
All right.
19, and oh, we'll do the first one then.
What's the +3 from again?
The +3 to attack is from Sharpshooter's routine. I have it here. Bonk.
Oh yeah, that's the monk, or not the monk, the new ranger thingy. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. All right, yeah, so you are able to hit it, and it blasts through. It does a decent chunk of damage too.
Yeah.
Uh, you see it kind of flail again as it's getting attacked from all, or it thinks it's getting attacked from all sides.
And then that'll be it for me.
Perfect. The little one is up. It is going to lash out at. It's going to take a shot at Rin. So you see it
Uh,
kind of swim up, its tentacles flailing. You see one tentacle lash out at you, and it tries to take a bite at the same time.
Oh, oh, both of them hit.
So it lashes out, so it has you grappled and restrained, and it is able to Uh, give me a DC 13 Constitution saving throw too.
Gosh, I'm gonna try. Oh,
Nice. So you avoid getting poisoned, and you only take 13 kinetic damage, or sorry, 10 kinetic damage.
cool. Take 10.
So the Diagnaga, the adult one, is still freaked. It is gonna burn one of its attacks, slapping out the Rancor it thinks it's next to. You see it lash out with that tentacle, trying to smack it down, but is unable to hit it. And then it is going to use its last tentacle strike and bite versus Gil.
All right, let's go. That just hits. All
Perfect. So
right.
it misses with its bite, but is able to smack you and wrap you up with
Ooh.
its tentacle.
All right. It's gonna. Oof. Oof. That's a big old 7 damage.
I'm
It's
rolling
gonna
really
take.
well on my dice today for some reason.
Yeah. It's gonna take 5 psychic damage, and
Oh, true.
to kind of help out, good old Ping a bit. Could that be flavored as the Rancor taking a bit of a bite out of a target skill?
Definitely, yeah. So it sees as it wraps you up there, the Rancor comes and just launches into a bite and it thinks it took a chunk out of its flesh.
That did in fact hurt.
All right. Ooh, you're up.
All right. I will. Sorry, should I hit this ready? Because it will be an action to try and break out, correct?
It is.
Okay. So then I'm gonna just I'm gonna breathe in a deep breath, and I think I'm gonna just let out a sonic scream on the creature, not hitting Gil. I'm gonna aim it so he is not in it because that is a 15-foot cone, I believe it is. Let's see if
Nice.
this. So it's a DC 12 Wisdom save. Nice.
Ooh.
All right, so 9 sonic damage the creature takes from me. And that's my action. Bonus action. I think that's it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. You
Alright,
said
you
full
unleash.
action to break out, right?
It is a
Okay,
full
that's
action to
fine.
break
Yep, that'll
out.
be my turn.
Alright, so you unleash a kind of an Thorian sonic scream. Even the ones that are not in the area kind of feel a little bit of its impact. But you do see that the Diagna looks pretty shaken. It's starting to look battered and bloody and paranoid from its wounds. All right, Noro, you're up. You are hidden currently in the sludge.
Okay. So I'm going to begin my action by I'm going to start my action by moving behind this trash over here.
All right, are you staying beneath the trash and swimming, or are you walking?
I'm going to try to sneak my way past. I'm going to sneak my way over here. Would I have to break out of stealth to move and then stealth, or because I can move 10 feet out of cover? Would that change anything? Because 10 feet's like here without breaking cover. Would I be able to?
Definitely. So, depending on how you want to do it, so I don't know if you have a swim speed or not. But if you try to swim it, you would be able to keep stealth without having to re-roll it. But you'd have to do what your swim speed is, which if you don't have one, it's half your movement speed. So you would no stealth roll on that one. If you do decide to walk it through, you would have to make another stealth roll.
Okay. Would that stealth roll be based off of sound?
So kind of sound and sight.
Sound and sight? Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
I'll just do another stealth roll.
All right. See, and I'll just roll wisdom again for that. Also, it does not see you.
Is this one creature or is it two?
That's two. I'm just doing run roll.
Okay. 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 So is Ool still restrained?
He
Yes.
is. Ool and Gil are.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And
Oh, actually, Ool, Gil, and Ren are.
Dang. Um. I'm going to pull out my vibro dagger, and I'm going to do a saber throw, and I'm going to try to cut at one of the tentacles wrapped around. I'm going to try to get Ool free.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. So that will hit. Nice. And let me look that
Is it
back
a
up.
flat? Is it a flat 1d8 damage, or is it a 1d8 damage on top of? Because
Oh, it's just a
It's a
flat
flat
1d8
D.
damage.
Yeah,
okay. Oh, cool.
that's max damage right there.
I know.
Perfect. Yeah, so you cut into it. It looks like it is just barely holding on. It looks like a small hit may take that tentacle down.
Okay. Other than that, I don't think I can do much else. So
Perfect. Gil, you're up. You
Alright.
are restrained.
Yes. Does that give a disadvantage to attack roll?
It does. So let me give you the full flavor of it. So restrained. I think you have disadvantage on attack rolls, as well as
Force load
uh,
levels. So speed is reduced to 0. Can't benefit from any bonus to speed.
mhm.
Disadvantage on dex saving throws. Attack rolls against have advantage, and then yours have disadvantage.
Mhm.
I'm still going for it. Gil, in his rage, starts to charge his own weapon with an electric force, as I'm gonna cast Lightning Charge on this thing.
All right. So give me an
Let's
attack
hope.
roll with disadvantage.
Yep. Let's hope that the sword actually wants to roll this time around. Dang it. Hold on. Let me check. Nah.
do you have Reckless Strike?
I do.
If you
Thank
use
you for
Retro
reminding
Strikes,
me.
you'll cancel it out.
Yeah, so just be a regular
Yeah.
hit. Yeah, I would
Well,
just remake the sword thing. I'm not sure why it's doing that to you.
I have a couple times now. Dang it. So let me just put my modifiers into the dice roller here. So this will be regular attacks thanks to a reckless attack. 16.
Nice. That'll hit.
Alright, the damage is. Let me just add it up real quick. This. Good old 7 damage. And can I use the lightning charge? It will be 2 damage. I just got the syntax error on it again. It would be 2 lightning damage to kind of have it jump onto the tentacle. That's currently which tentacle is looking real weak right now?
So if you did it at Ull's tentacle, that would because how much? What's that again?
2 damage right there.
2 damage. Yeah, so that would take it down.
All right. I do so. As Gil just takes his sword and just tries to carve into this thing as quickly as he can, kind of going through some quick but a little sloppy Demso uh, techniques.
Perfect. Yeah, so you cut it down. The lightning leaps and kind of severs that last little thread of the tentacle uh, that Noru struck, freeing Ull. So he's no longer restrained by the Dainaga.
Got it.
All right.
And I shall be right back. I need to use that.
Perfect. And Ping, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to force push this guy, and I can move up to make it a better angle, I suppose. But my goal here is to try to move in this direction.
Okay.
So kind of away from Ren. And I think the new force push is just a straight strength save.
I think so.
Okay, nice. So 5. So he fails. So I think a medium creature gets moved 5 feet.
I
it's
believe
10.
so.
Yeah,
Let me look.
medium is 5, small is 10.
Yeah, you're right.
Medium or smaller creature. No.
Moved up to 5 feet.
Perfect.
Number
So
of
you
people. Yep, cool. So he moves 5 feet. I don't do any damage to him because he doesn't collide with anything. But I'm hoping that frees Ren. That's the hope.
unfortunately he
Run
has a
back
reach
on
of
my
10 feet, so he is
Oh
able
no!
to stay a hold of his target.
All right,
Dang.
it was worth a shot. All right, and that will be my turn.
Ping, you can't. The hallucination can cause damage.
Oh yes,
Oh yeah,
sorry.
your psychic damage. Forgot about that.
So the Rancor keeps attacking this guy. So 4 damage to the big guy.
So he's starting to show some signs of wear and tear. It seems like Rancor is just getting in his mind and All right. And Ren, you're up. And you are restrained.
Yep.
I return. What did I miss?
I'm going to. So, if I were to try to get out of restrained, what are my options in term? Are there options in terms of roles?
So you can either do strength save, athletics, or acrobatics.
Okay. Well, we're we're gonna do acrobatics definitely. See if that can. Oh.
Ooh. So it just sees you trying to wiggle out, and it just squeezes you a little bit tighter. Do you have anything in your bonus action you want to do?
Nah, I'm okay.
All right. The Diagna is just freaking out. It is actually going to use two of its attacks against the Rancor. It's just really paranoid that this beast is able to avoid all of its blows. It's seeing them both miss. It howls out. It is going to try to bite. It's going to move a little closer over. It's going to try to bite. Oops, can't move actually closer. So it looks like you're unfortunate, Gil. He's going to try to bite you again.
Oh
Uh,
no.
and he is gonna miss.
He has
It is.
advantage.
Oh yeah, I forgot with reckless.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, it's
Oh.
so your form left you open for the strike, and it is able to bite and sink into your flesh. Give me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Wait, I rolled again.
Oh no, you're already diseased. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so you can't get super disease. So yeah, you
Extra disease.
you just get a little bit more disease pulsing through your veins. Uh, oops, I
Gil
skipped a little.
is gonna just kind of half scream, half cry out as it just. He knows he's not getting this out of his armor or spur for a very long time.
And I forgot to have the little guy go. So he is going to move back closer and is going to lash out at Rin, trying to slap her with her tentacles and bite into her.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So dead.
That is
Again.
unfortunate.
So 6 kinetic from the tentacles. And then, ooh. Are you still up?
No, definitely not. I'm not supposed
21
to be up
damage.
this close.
So it slaps you and then bites you, taking that last little bit of vigor out. So give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It's failed. Yep.
Ooh. So you've got one wound and one death save. So you start to sink towards the bottom of the trash pile, and ooh, you're up.
All right, I am unrestrained, right?
Yep. Uh, Gil was able to free you.
Okay. I'll kind of scream towards Ren as she goes down, but then turn towards the large beast, and I'm going to move up towards it, and then we are going to bonus action go into my way of Isalamiri, and slap at least once with my Saber.
All right.
For a 21 to hit,
That'll hit.
and then force empowered. I'm gonna use one of those. I don't think. Let's see if it's tied in here. It is. 1 point of that, or so 13 total points of damage.
Nice. You cut pretty deeply into this thing. It looks like another solid blow or two may take it down. It howls out, and you see it's starting to panic and starting to get a little squirrely.
All right, and that is my turn.
Perfect. Noro, you're up.
okay. I'm going to take an attack against the big guy with
All
my
right.
holdout blaster, and I have advantage since I'm hidden. Correct?
Yes. Yeah, you passed your last stealth roll, so yep, you're hidden. That all
Dang.
right?
Hey.
And I'm going to use double strike because of my Corsair's weapons. I can use
Perfect.
my force self enforce power on
Right.
range attacks.
Yeah, so give me one more d4.
So
All
4
right.
more damage on top of that.
Nice. Max damage, too.
Damage.
Yeah, it is looking rough. It's like a strong breeze or nice, well-placed blaster shot may end this beast. And
Oh,
Gil, you're up.
I was gonna
Oh,
continue to
moving.
try to move up and stay hidden.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
so give me a stealth check.
is it against him, the guy that I attacked?
Yeah,
Okay, because I have he has disadvantage on finding me since I damaged him since the last turn. I can link covert
that's stealthy for you, right?
covert style.
Covert fighting stuff. Oh, he probably would have saw you. So, yeah, so give me a stealth roll if you got to beat a 7.
There you
Nice.
go.
All right, so you are still hidden.
Okay, I'm just gonna continue moving up.
All right. Gil, you're up.
All right. So, still with his vibro sword, Gil is going to just keep slamming into this thing using the falling avalanche to just attempt to just kill it already, as he is going to use reckless attack.
All right.
That is very unfortunate.
Oh, you're doing wreck. Oh, yeah, you forgot you're restrained still.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, even in its dying breath, it's still able to evade that slash.
In that case, let's see here. Since I'm restrained, I can't do anything that let me move around, right?
That's right.
Dang it. Yeah, no, that's gonna be my turn.
All right. Ping, you're up.
All right. So the hallucination, the Rancor is going to attack again. So he'll do 1 damage.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's unfortunate. And then I will attempt to do a force shunt on the big guy. So he needs to make a strength save. Probably, I don't
Oh,
know.
so he should have had disadvantage, so he did have the 22
Yeah,
on that.
22. So that's a pass. So that's no damage.
All right.
That'll wreck
So you
it.
see it try to pull it under, but it's able to keep itself afloat. Oh, all right, Ren. Give me a death saving throw. You've already got one miss on the board,
Yep.
so
I,
don't roll a 1. Ooh.
oh,
It's not a 1, so 2 failures. You see the child Dianaga is going to let you go. It is taking disengage and just fleeing upwards. The adult is up. It is going to take a slash at the Rancor. It is going to also take another one at Gil and try to bite Ool. You see, it's getting slow and sluggish, but it is clearly fighting for its life. So Ool, Gil. So both those will hit for 12 to Ool and 15 to Gil. Gil, you're raging though, so I think you have that. So 7 to Gil.
the first attack went against who?
First was you.
The 20?
Mhm.
Okay, 1 second. So they're gonna take Gil, what's the armor? 5 points of psychic?
Oh, 5 points. Yep.
Okay, so does that do anything to them? Are they still up?
Just barely.
Okay. So then Gills will go 12 points to me. Oh no. And this is a
It's a melee attack.
kinetic. Can I saber reflect that?
You can't saber reflect it, but you can do that
Oh,
if you
that's
have
right,
any more
because that's got
channel
to be
forces.
range. Ah, shit.
Yeah.
But I need to. Only got one left, so I want to save Ren. But I can't do that if I'm dead.
Arisu style? Or...
But I have to be in that stance.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So, yeah, I'm gonna do my riposte. So, come on, D10, please. Yes.
Oh, sweet! Yeah.
Damn.
So that'll negate all of it.
And you get to hit it back, don't you?
Do I? Yes, you
I
can
think
immediately
so,
make a
yeah.
single melee weapon. Come here, mother trucker. 15.
Just hits.
Make a single melee
Yeah.
weapon attack. Okay. Just hits? Nice. Alright. Nothing extra on it. Just, ooh, nice. 14.
Nice. He only had 2 HP
Yeah,
left.
okay.
How do you finish him?
Yeah, so I'm gonna just, I deflect the, kind of block him with my offhand, what he was biting. Yeah, just kind of a punch into his maw, and then a little flourish to chop off a couple of his other tentacles, and then a underhand like backstab right into his eye.
Nice. You see the hulking thing start to release its tentacle grip on Gil and begins to sink beneath the waters. You guys do see that the child version, the adolescent version, is fleeing. Are you guys gonna take that one down too, or are you gonna let him go?
So I guess it's my turn now, right?
It's your turn now. So
Yeah, if we
if you guys
stay in
want to drop
initiative.
initiative, you can let him go, or if you want to stay in initiative and kill him, you guys can definitely do so.
I'm gonna rush over to Ren.
Okay.
Is what I don't have range anyway to get to that thing. So I guess I don't know if I even have anything. I don't. So I'm out of.
Oh,
I'm
I
out
can
of.
I can use force heal if I need to.
Yeah, I'll kind of just yell out like, yell out to Ren. I'm like, I'm sorry,
hold
my
on.
little sparrow. I cannot do anything. Can somebody help?
Actually,
You
I don't
can
think
do a medicine check too.
I don't think I have force.
It is a medicine check. What's a DC for that? There's a DC for
To stabilize or something, or
yeah.
yeah. I
What's
don't
that?
remember the DC, but
Yeah,
Ashton.
I have a trauma kit, but I don't have a way to heal. So I mean, I can stabilize them, so I can run up and.
Ren has a way to heal. Uh,
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 I
Oh,
don't
does
remember
Ren
the
have a med
DC
pack on?
offhand, but we'll say DC
no,
13.
Ren has
is that what is that from,
force heal.
Tegan?
I forgot what it's from, but I know medicine can be used to stabilize, but I
Oh,
am
okay. Well,
blanking
all
on
right.
the
-1
DC.
coming at you.
It's
Yep. As I said, I got nothing.
it's yeah, a DC 10 and 5 or in D&D 5e, but I don't know
Oh, is it
if
DC
it's
10? Okay.
yeah.
I could
It
not
still
remember what
doesn't
it
work,
was.
but you know.
I can make my way back over. I have a +1 to. Is it +1 to +3 to medicine?
Well, if you
So
just
maybe
heal,
If
I
you
mean, if
got
you just
force heal,
heal,
yeah.
yeah. So
I think I just spoke out of my butt because I'm looking through my powers and I don't think I have force heal.
Oh no. Uh,
6, 7, 8.
does
Drag me
does
along.
Ren have a med pack? Do you
No, nothing.
You don't have any med packs? Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. All right.
You guys are gonna have to drag me around for 1d4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I can give an attempt to just medicine check
Stabilize
them.
it.
Okay. So yeah, I guess. All All right, I'm not gonna go after the thing, so I don't know if anybody else wants to.
That wasn't
Alright.
with advantage, but
Oh, yeah, so you are able to
Yeah.
stabilize her a bit. Oh, are you able to make it to her? Are you able to-
if I take the dash, are we still in combat?
Yes,
You guys are
technically.
leaving.
So far, yeah, because especially with her having one, actually, because we'll keep it in there because she has 2 fails, so we'll want to see how that plays out.
If
It's
I
gonna
take
be
the
bad.
dash,
I'll tell you
if I
that.
take the dash action, if I take the dash action, would I be able to do that as a bonus, or would that be a full action?
I'll let Old do it as a bonus, so yes, we'll let that play as a bonus. So you will be able to stabilize her,
Okay.
at least get her stop her from dying.
I'll wake up in 3 hours.
Does nobody have any other healing methods?
We talked this out, guys.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
took heal on purpose, but you know.
I'm out of my channel the force. I can't because I had.
I thought I took it.
All right, so we're not going to have him drag you along. You are going to wake up now, but you are going to have 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
So with the
Lovely.
first level of exhaustion, you just have a disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh,
Only have a disadvantage.
Better than you guys have to drag her around for 3 hours.
ugh. I'd prefer that.
I mean,
Better
if we just wait an hour, I get my channel the force back, and then she's back up. So, because
Oh,
then I
you
can.
guys can decide to wait it out if you want to.
I mean, probably
Um,
not inside the trash compactor, but
Yeah.
I
We'd
mean,
have to
we
be
could
able to take a
probably make
rest.
ourselves up to the. Probably make our way up to that walking.
up to this thing here, yeah.
Yeah.
So that is 20 feet above the ground too, so you feel pretty secure. And I'm assuming somebody has a grappling hook or something to get you guys up there. And you could take that. So the door is locked in front of you. You do see the panel in front of it, but at least in the time you've been there, nobody's opened that door. And from what you guys know of trash compactors, that's really nobody's favorite spot. So you guys could try to take a short rest above the trash.
Is there any like surveillance that looks like it stands out? I mean, I wouldn't imagine there might be, but maybe.
Give me a perception check.
Not my
Can I
best.
help with him? With that?
So you guys can all roll if you like.
Hey!
Nice.
Oh, I thought that was me.
Yeah.
Definitely
I'll
not.
say,
So Neuro and Ping take a good look around the facility. Outside of the panel by the door, they don't see any other technology that stands out. It doesn't really look like there's any surveillance. There'd be no reason for them to suspect surveillance or to surveil this area.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll pick up Ren and start carrying her over towards that platform.
I'm gonna try to. Would I be able to leap up from this trash bin, this pile, up to the platform?
Do you have any force jumping, or what's your overall kind of standing leap?
Is that based off of strength?
It is. Forgot. I'm blanking on the calculation for that.
You know what? Why don't I just hey Gil, can I borrow your grappling hook?
Gil looks at you. I jumped up here. I could go back down, but I'm not sure if I could jump up
Okay,
here right now. I'm feeling
Jumping.
pretty woozy.
it's
So
3
if you
plus
guys
your
have
strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet on foot.
I got waved to
what's
fly
3
now.
times -1, guys?
Three plus your.
How do you jump 20 feet in the air? What
So
do you
you
need
can
to
jump
roll on that?
2 feet in the air.
I think a Taru, if you have it, would get you there.
Yeah.
There's grades.
Or
You could always take out a thing of rope and just go for it.
You
I'll tell you,
can.
somebody
That
should have a
requires
grapple
rope.
hook. I bet.
That requires rope.
Yeah.
Or rope.
Toss me a rope.
I
There's
might be
rope
able to
in
actually
my
pull it
bag.
off.
You can
Just
extend
hanging
your
around.
arms half above your height.
I spent all my credits on my
I guess-
Duraflex armor.
The other option is it's like connected to a wall up here, right?
I have an explorer's pack. I'm pretty
You
sure there's
always
inside the explorer's pack.
I think so. So
just
Um,
climb the wall. It's half speed, but still.
true.
yeah.
Or one rope.
Yeah, I mean, I can try to just jump it. I've got force leap. I'm getting a lot of use out of that ability already.
All right.
But I mean, I think you have to roll like a ridiculous number to get that high. But let's do it. So I get to use my charisma modifier, so it'll be +4. So I'll just roll 1d20, 4, and it counts as a standing jump. So 14.
All right. So if you did it from that trash pile, you would just be able to clear it.
Nice. So I'll climb up and then I'll lower a rope down for everyone else. I'm glad the guy with like 8 strength and no athletics or acrobatics of any kind is the one pulling this off.
So you guys, you make your way to the platform. For those of you that took damage, you see that your suits from Koso are pretty messed up, and you probably have some tears in there, and having some of the garbage and sewage get onto your regular clothes and armor.
Terrible.
All right. Are we taking a rest then?
Yeah, I think we have to.
Okay. So I get whopping 1 hit dice for me. Okay. And then I immediately get my channel of force back, and I will give one of those to Ren. So Ren, you get a whopping 2 healer points. Nice,
Jesus,
Gil.
Gil.
Holy.
Gil just like after like snoozing for like 5 minutes gets back up. All right, I'm ready.
Power nap of the century. Jeez.
You gotta be on your feet as both a Mandalorian and a. Well, I won't mention that part. You can guess. My Thorian friend, could you please, please, please purge the toxins from my body? I did not. I did not pay attention to that technique during my trip.
Ren just like rolls over on the grates and spits out a bunch of garbage.
oh, I almost forgot to do that.
Her too.
So Ping cast a spell or power.
Yeah,
I
Uh,
did as well.
you
Mhm.
good? All right. Oh yeah, as well as Gil. So
Yep.
let me start rolling.
I cast a level 2 power, so what, 3 points for me?
Yeah.
I
power.
cast Armor of Aboleth just to keep myself up. If I did not do that, I'd be dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we didn't cast, we'd be dead right now. So
So you guys are still good. And nobody's caught on to you as of yet. And I'll make sure to put a note to myself. I start taking notes with that. So it's +2 to ping, +3 to ping, and +2 to Ool and Gil.
Um,
so while everyone else is like picking garbage out of their fur and whatever else, so you just see Ping like
Aw.
carefully take off his spacesuit, get out in just pristine condition with nothing on him, like looking around like, what's wrong with you guys?
I know. These guys are getting so dirty, and I don't know why.
what are the effects of Gil's condition?
So if he doesn't have it cured within 24 hours, we'll roll a d10, and he will lose that in HP. Like not permanently, but until it's cured. And each day afterwards, we keep rolling that d10.
All right. Yeah, so Ool takes a long look at Ren, who is, I mean, barely up. Although you do now have healing, right, Ren, that you're up?
Yeah, I have force heal, which we've just gone through, in terms of like rolling for what's it called? Rolling for detection. So I'll figure it out.
Okay, so Ool struggles a little bit with, he has limited uses of his abilities, and he would, of course, rather continue to help out Ren. but he reluctantly will turn to Gil, place a hand on his shoulder, and cast Lend Aid to get rid of the disease, neutralize the disease.
Thank you. I cannot voice my appreciations enough.
So you feel the little strength of the force go through your body and purge out any of those kind of little remnants of the disease. You feel just as healthy as you were before you came in.
Well, that was an exhilarating fight. Really gets the blood pumping. I am prepared and ready for anything that comes towards us. How about ooh, you don't look so uh you okay there, fellow Mandalorian?
uh, could be better.
Eventually, you will stop getting on the floor. Eventually.
Wasn't my idea to go right up in the face of a tentacle monster in a trash compactor. I like to keep my distance.
Agreed.
Yes.
Now, let's get this door open.
Perfect. So you see the door is locked. You can see the panel. You could probably guess you could slice into it if you wanted to take the quiet approach.
Gil pulls out his portable battering ram.
Would we be able to maybe pick the lock of the door? Would that possibly?
So this one does not look like it has a kind of a mechanical lock. The biggest way outside of cutting through it or bashing through it would be to kind of slice through the computer.
Gil is
Hmm.
taking out his portable battering ram. That
That's
is
what I'm
not a joke. I paid for this. It was
Unfor-
exceptionally cheap.
I will put my hand up and say, Gil, your repayment for helping with your poison is to take it
Not do
easy
that.
and
Not do
let's
that.
not draw any further attention. We are not in a situation to be rushed here. And then
Are you saying that because of the ram being shaped like an Athorian, or do you truly want to go stealthy with this?
a combination of both.
Understand.
Unfortunately, though,
Another
Ren was not
day,
able to
another day.
hack through the system. Her skills were just as she was getting closer to getting the door open. A firewall sprung up, just barely prohibiting her from
could
getting
always
through.
just keep trying. Because, it's not like there's a specific time crunch here.
As you can give it another try if you like.
I will.
I
I would have
Hey.
given her guidance as well on this second one.
Okay. I'll roll just cause, but ew.
So you are able to break into the system. You do see when that firewall flagged you, it did send a note that there'd been an intrusion into their system.
Okay. I'll tell everyone else about that and try and get the door open here.
Yeah, so the door opens. You see, kind of similar to the cavern or the other areas of the asteroid. You see rocky caverns. You see two different paths springing out from the current location.
Okay. Well, I guess just pick one, right?
Well, hold on. First, can we try to hear to see if there's anybody coming from either directions?
Give me a perception check.
Nice.
Nice. So you do hear rustling coming from the right path. Doesn't sound like it's hurried or anybody too motivated. You kind of hear a little bit of grumbling, like blast computer. It's always pinging me, always making me do work. You hear it kind of stomping along the right's path.
Gil loads his shotgun and just casually starts walking up to there.
Let's go
Okay.
left. I'm gonna grab Gil and be like, left. We go left.
But the distraction! And it doesn't sound like there's many. It might just be one guy.
I'm sure we have a lot of time to waste here, so I'm just gonna go left.
Gil?
Uh,
Gil's actually gonna stick to the right. I'll catch up with you guys.
Sure, if you want to take that guy on one by one.
I'll grab Gil by the back of the whatever shoulder, neck or whatever, and just say, "Easy, let's go with the group."
You act as though I'm going to blow his head off. I'm going to talk to him first. Come on.
That's not quite the point.
I think I hope
We're
you
trying
can
to avoid
understand
conflict as a whole.
exactly. I think you can understand why an unwanted visitor, or not even an unwanted, unknown visitor would cause some problems here.
Wh- I am not used to Republic stealth. I'm used to Mandalorian stealth. The difference
been for a
being
long
one where you hide from the witnesses and the other being there are no witnesses. Forgive me. I
You
will travel with
confuse
you.
Gil. Gil is a simple man.
So you guys, you make your way on the left path after Gil is convinced not to blow the poor guy's head off. You are able to proceed down the pathway. And everybody, give me a stealth check. We're gonna do a group stealth round to see if you guys are able to maneuver around the facility unfound.
Wow,
It seems like
Gil.
Gil
Nice.
actually
Wow,
does know how to
I
do
am very
Republic stealth.
confused.
Are we missing who? Ooh,
Yeah, and I'm gonna throw guidance on this.
nice. So you guys are moving, incredibly stealthy, except for Ren. But luckily,
It's a
Ool, with the
bad
guidance
day
from the
today.
Force, is able to keep her noise from being discovered throughout the base. So you guys are able to maneuver around a bit, but you also, as you get deeper into the facility, you start to feel something in the force. Uh, you actually feel two different things in the force. Give me a force check too, if you want to kind of figure out a little bit more about what you're coming across.
Gil is slightly sulking.
Man, I don't know what's happening. Help
Ren,
me.
today is a
I
bad
mean,
day.
Ren, you're on 2 hit points. That's
You
what's
ain't feeling
happening.
good, man.
So Ul and Noru, you are able to clearly, and Ul especially, you clearly feel what's going on. So you feel two different presences. One feels animalistic, almost. It feels like a hungry beast that feels like it's not focused on you in particular, but you could almost feel like it's hunting a bit. You feel it's tracking or kind of almost kind of baying and kind of slashing at a cage, wanting to be free as it feels your presence. The other you feel is something you're not sure exactly what it is, but it does feel like a relic of the Force. You feel kind of a strong concentration in one spot, but it doesn't feel like from anything living. And you sense that that presence is not too far from your current location, behind one of the doors.
Did you say that the animalistic sense, the animalistic one, could identify that we were there?
Uh, you feel it's not so much that you're there. You feel like it's almost sniffed out your force presence. If you kind of get that feel through the force that it's almost latched on to your presence within kind of the weave of the force.
So it doesn't know who's here. It just knows that someone or some people are force sensitive nearby.
Exactly.
Okay. Um. So, Ool, you wanna explain to him? You want me
Uh,
to?
yeah, I'll just kind of mention that to the group that there's yeah I have a strong sense of something out there uh, on this base. Nothing good. Just kind of give further details about specifically what I sense. You said that I would sense both things, right?
So both you and Nora would sense
Okay.
both things.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll mention both, and then specifically say that there's this other sense that's pretty close by, something not living but close by.
Should we investigate what's nearby?
Do I get? Do either of us get a? Is this something we want to avoid?
So with the object, it feels similar to what you felt before with, actually with both of you guys studying in the Jedi Temple. It kind of feels like the presence of a holocron.
Okay.
So pretty similar to what you felt from the ones you studied in the temple.
Okay.
And then, sorry, did you say if it was like a dark sense or not necessarily, just the presence itself?
Oh, so actually, it's not a dark sense at all. You do feel it's mostly neutral with touches of light.
Okay.
You didn't. Do you think it's what he was talking about? The holocron, the relic he mentioned.
Who are we referring to?
Gil just kind of sighs to his nose. The person I came here looking for.
Is the Koto?
Yeah.
It may be worth investigating.
Perfect. So you guys do feel the sense coming from kind of a door not too far ahead of you.
Where is the direction, the sense of the beast or whatever?
So the beast feels like it's almost below you.
Okay.
So you can't get a general exact feel of it, but it does feel like it's further into the mines than the current level you're on.
Okay. All right.
Would we be able to reach out with the force to try to identify if there's anyone on the other side of the room?
Yeah, give me a perception check once you get to the door. See if you can feel or hear anybody on the other side.
Gil doesn't care. I'd say Gil is kind of trying to go straight into there. Shotgun ready, sword ready.
So Neuro reaches out to the force. He doesn't feel anything that he can sense on the other side.
But the other side of the door is where this relic or whatever is.
Exactly. Yeah. So he
Okay.
doesn't sense any people, but he can
Yeah.
just know he's closer to the relic.
I'm actually going to cast Armor of Aboleth on myself again.
All right. Perfect. So are you guys opening the door?
Gil would be, yes.
I'm standing back due to the hit point situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Gil stand in front and take it.
Ooh.
All right.
Cool.
So you guys see a facility inside. You see a number of different things. At the far end, you see a holocron that looks like it's been encapsulated by a force field. You also see computer banks as well as a holo transmitter on the right side. So you see computer systems on the left side and a holo transmitter on the right side.
Is there anybody in here?
Oh, and the room is deserted too.
Empty. Okay.
And
I'm gonna touch it.
Ren's
Can
definitely
I?
gonna look for security cameras.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Give me perception checks. Nice. So you guys actually do spot a security camera as you enter. It is to the right side, but it has not seen you as of yet. It is slowly swiveling towards you, though.
Okay, so I'm going to just try to duck behind since he seems to be on a warpath. I'm gonna try to duck behind this computer console over here.
Yeah,
try to.
I think that's probably a smart move.
Where's the camera exactly?
So it's kind of in the right-hand corner. And it's kind of slowly surveilling the room. So it hasn't spotted you guys yet, but with you spread out, it probably is going to see you soon.
Ping is just
Okay,
gonna
well,
I'm going to take the hide action to kind of like conceal myself.
Ren's gonna like back a little bit out of the room to just make sure that she's like out of the view here, since I don't think she can really make it over there yet.
I don't think Gil even noticed it.
All right, Ping, are you doing anything?
I'm just gonna stay back out of the room too, and just kind of shake my head and be like, "Good luck, guys."
It's the camera swivels around, and it will catch sight of Gil. You see it swivel and focus for a second, but then continue back on its swivel. Uh, you haven't heard any alarms as of yet.
They could
Uh,
be silent.
I'm could
Who
I'm
knows?
gonna continue to I'm gonna try to time my movements with how the camera's moving, um, and I'm gonna try to make my way over to the holocron. Do I need to make a stealth check, or would that just be
Yeah,
dex?
let's do a stealth check on that.
Is there anything that I'm gonna keep a look on, with my awesome perception, but keep an eye out in the hallway and whatnot. Is there anything I notice in the hallway? Any lights or anything like that?
So no perception check needed for that one. There's nothing flickering, and you haven't heard anything moving towards you as of yet.
Okay.
There's clearly a force field around this thing, right?
Yep. So pretty visible blue field around it.
The pedestal below it. It could be assumed that that is emanating the force field, right?
Correct.
All right. Gil, like no chill, he's going to shock it.
Uh, give me an intelligence check first.
Oh
I'm
gosh.
tempted just to say I choose to fail, but
Ooh.
it's what's going to happen anyway.
Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. That sounds
Nap.
uh,
Oh,
see,
ignore the rate. Wait, range damage. I took that off. I took off damage modifiers.
hmm,
Oh, there we go. Fix it.
okay, so you reach out and try to shock the pedestal, and as it hits the force field, it rebounds. And give me a dexterity save.
Since this is a ranged attack, could I reflect it?
It has to be a ranged attack roll for saber reflect to work.
Dang it. And I can see it, right?
Mm-hmm. So you would have
Alright.
advantage. But unfortunately, not enough of an advantage. So you see your own bolt of lightning come back at you. Oh, you perfect 10. Harsh. You see it hits the base of uh, the, the the pedestal. It burns away a little bit of the pedestal, and you see that the shield extends further down. And you see it refract back upon you, and you take 10 lightning damage from your own shock.
There goes armor of Avalon. Dang. And Gil just kind of looks at it for a moment and just he'll start trying to think, kind of rubbing his chin, trying to get a good idea of how he can get it. And he's just looking at the floor underneath it like he's making a big brain plan.
Um. So my thought is maybe there's a computer console over here that controls this, and
Yeah.
computer brain, you got that. I can knock out the security camera. If we work fast, they'll probably notice that the camera's down and try to send somebody over to investigate. I don't know if it'll be like a full battalion, or maybe it's just like, a couple armed guards. But maybe we can get the best of both worlds and get this thing and take a couple hostages and get some information out of them real quick, and then you know I don't know, just ideas.
Sure. Well, I'll like make a run for it if you want to hit the
I,
security
I'm go-
camera
I'm
before.
going to yeah I'm going to take an attack on the security camera. Does it look like it's heavily defended?
Oh no, so it's small, so it should be easy to hit. You would know too that if you just wanted to use a force push or pull, you could probably just pull it right out of the socket.
Ah,
Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll just.
Um, yeah, seeing that happen, seeing Gil rush in there, Ull's gonna just kind of mutter to Ping and Ren that they know we're here. They probably knew we were here in the compactor. I'm not gonna put that put that aside. Ren, uh, can you try and get into these consoles and try and find this shipping list? Let's try and focus on our main task here and do what we came to do instead of ogling the jewels in the window, if you will.
sure. I'll do uh, 2 birds with 1 bolt.
And while that is happening, Gil's going to kind of reach into his pack and pull out a lightsaber. He's going to ignite this purple blade and he's going to start cutting the ground around the pedestal. He plans
Oh
on
my
cutting
god.
this
I'm
pedestal
gonna
out of
call
the
out
ground.
across the room, and I'm just gonna yell out to Gil to put his lightsaber away.
Oh, it's not mine. He just
Put the
keeps going.
lightsaber away.
All
It'll
right.
take longer with the sword.
And I'm gonna rush forward, and I'm going to. Ull's very frustrated at this point, especially after curing Gil of his poison, and now he's basically, throwing all of us to the wind with his behavior. And I am going to go up and grapple him to get him to stop.
Jesus.
You're attempting to grapple the barbarian.
Yeah.
All right. So give me a contested athletics checks. And Ren, give me a slicer's kit.
Oh no!
So,
This
All right.
this is
I'll
an odd
I'll
time for a hug, but all right, man. If you need it, okay.
I'll go in and I'll use force disarm.
so give me a DC 12 dexterity or strength saving throw.
So if it's a it's gonna be a strength save here. Oh dang.
Ooh.
Oh,
Unfortunately, Ull was not able to successfully pin the man down, but Noru coming from the side is able to grab the blade from the Mandalorian.
Is Ren
Uh,
able to get the force field down?
she is able to get into the system, and within the system, she finds a number of different things. She
I
does
need.
find the shipping manifest that Koso was interested in, showing their different suppliers, how they bring their spice, weapons, and other armaments into the rock, as well as different kind of operations they have running in the whole sector. So it gives them a little bit of information on what the exchange is planning. You do also see a way to turn off the force field guard in the holocron. And you also see it looks like a message came in on the Holo terminal. So you can't play the message here, but you do see that the terminal on the right does have looks like a recent message, and it's marked Jedi on it.
Oh, oh goodness. Well, I'm going to, if it's possible, I'm going to try and like download that manifest onto my wrist pad or whatever, and then uh, go to turn off the force field as well.
Perfect. You are able to do both. So the force field comes down, and you guys are able to grab the holocron if you like. Uh,
Gil with one pair of arms is currently hugging Ull, who's trying to grapple him. He's not trying to grapple back. He's just hugging him, not fully understanding what he's trying to do here. He just sees a man who looks frustrated going in for a hug, and when he sees the force field go down, he'll kind of the pick the thing up with his other hand and just. Well, actually, he'll go to pick it up, then he'll stop, kind of think for a moment, and look to Ull. Hey, hey, so what's the plan here? We're taking this thing?
I
I forgot to ask.
I, fig- I
My
figured
bad.
that was Oh, so now you're asking.
Uh, I'm sorry. I'm used to working alone. I'm not really accompanied to this many people anymore. Uh,
Fair enough, but just next time get with us before you start hacking things to bits.
Perfect. So you guys are are able to retrieve the holocron. Are you going to look into the message? Or are you heading out?
I'm gonna alert people to the message and just say, well, looks like they detected us. There's a message directed to Jedi over at
Oh,
the
and that
Holo
message actually
table.
came in yesterday. So,
Oh, okay.
so it probably may have been about you guys, but probably not.
I thought I had heard that it was recent, so I was like, oh,
I did say recent. I meant to say like recent in
Mhm.
all regards, but not
Yeah.
super recent.
yeah, that
At
makes
this
sense.
point, King, who's in the hallway, kind of peeks inside and he says, maybe we want to pack all that up and we can discuss this in a different spot.
So yeah, like I'll say that I agree. And I'll agree. I'll step back from Gil, and I'll just sternly look at him and say, Ren and I were in a much better place until we ran into you. We are not going to let this happen going forward. I've helped you out, and if this is your way of repaying me by endangering the rest of this group, we're gonna have a problem.
Hey man, I said I was sorry. I'm not used to working with this many people. I haven't done it in a long time. And you came to me looking after my dead family. So I don't mean to be rude to you, but Ithorian, please, step off. And I just gave you a hug, man. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I'll just step away and just walk towards the Holo device.
Uh, Gil's gonna take it and kind of dust himself off.
Ren like shakes her head and presses play on the Holo device if she's able to.
Yep, so you are able to play. You see kind of a murky presence pop up. Looks like it's been intentionally blurred, or so you can't really see who it is or what type of species it is. But it checks in as Exchange Sector Chief 267. And it begins going over some details of an operation. For a few seconds, it's kind of rudimentary details. But after a while, you see the voice go, "We have recently uncovered a ship full of Jedi Padawans and younglings. Looks like they were separated from the Enclave that was destroyed. We have captured them, and we will be auctioning them off on Kessel within the next 2 weeks. Send the word out to anybody who may have interest in that. These are not ones traditionally we would kill these Jedi, but with them being so young, they may be more malleable to others' ends. So let the people know that we'll be selling them into slavery within 2 weeks." And you see the thing cut off. Uh, and as that happens, you start to hear kind of a whirling, like kind of machinery and gears grinding, and you see the door in the middle of the room open up. And you see it raising up three individuals and beasts on a leash. You see that one of the men is a Trandoshan. You see a great saber across, or a great sword across his back, a blaster pistol slung across his shoulder. And you also see that he's sporting what looks to be a temporary metal hand on his right side. And you see them rise up into the room, and you see the beast that he has on a leash connected to him, just lashing out, looking from Ul to Ren to Gil to all the different force users, and just kind of crying out and almost in hunger or animalistic prey drive. And that is actually what we'll end off the session for tonight. So we'll pick up as you guys deal with the Trandoshan and the Voxen, or not the Voxen, the Trandoshan and his beast, and then we will see how that plays out for you guys.
Is that a next to?
Nice.
It's a next to icon.
Okay.
It's something different. Actually, you guys, we can do that before. If you all want to roll nature or even lore, I'll let you know what it is.
Hey,
I do not know what it is.
neither does Gil.
So Ren, it kind of makes sense that Ren would be familiar with it. So you may have heard tell from Mandalorians about a planet named Merc. Uh, Ping actually as well. A planet named Merc, and it has some peculiar species on there. And one of the most interesting one uh, is a beast that has been able to find a way to hunt